Folks, welcome into Monday Night Football right here on SportsBookReview.com. We're getting after it tonight between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Take a look at this panel tonight. I'm Donnie Seymour. He's Kyle Purviance, Flash Watson, and also Jason Radowitz joins us tonight. Let's have some fun and get after it. As we said, it's an interesting game tonight. You got some moving parts. The Kirk Cousins, I believe we're going to hear a certain stat from Kyle in just a few moments. I know we already talked behind the scenes on who we like, who we don't like, and it's also some prop bets. We got a half hour to get after it. Before we go over the business, let's introduce everybody. Let's have our opening remarks. Kyle, take it away tonight. Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football, ready to rock, drinking some Corona, just fitting in with the country. Got to love that. I mean, as we get ready for Thanksgiving. And, man, my mind has changed on this game all week. We're going to get to some of those stats. I wanted to be a Vikings guy all week, but as I dig deeper and deeper and realize how shitty Kirk Cousins is on primetime, I couldn't get there. We're going to go over some of those stats, but I'm excited to be here. 4 faces meant for radio. I love that. I'm happy to be in here with all you guys.
Flash Watson, bring you in here. I know fresh off you put in a lot of hard work, both yourself and Kyle last week on the channel, doing a lot of master stuff, but it's time to get back and talk a little Monday Night Football in the Midway. No fans out there. Not really bad weather. Nick Foles, does he rise up tonight? Kirk Cousins. But I am interested in looking at Dalvin Cook tonight, Flash. Good stuff tonight on Monday Night Football. Let's have some fun.
Listen, it's all about you tonight. We've got the man crush of Dalvin Cook. You love a prop for a kicker over points. I think that.
Oh my God, you're right.
I think everything that you've been saying over the weeks, if we took one piece from each week, I think they all come together tonight, and we absolutely smash it.
Jason Radowitz, fresh from the gym tonight, looking buff and tough over there in the bottom corner. Yeah. We're ready to kick it off Monday Night Football. Always nice to have you on, Jason. Let's kick it tonight, baby.
Yeah, I did go down to the gym this morning, but with the
before it closes,
I've lost some muscle, so I can't even count that anymore. But the guys that still have the muscle are the guys that are playing on the field. These guys get the gym in their backyard, and so they're kind of lucky. But no, it's gonna be a great game. Really excited to see, like you guys said, Dalvin Cook. We talked about that wind. It's going to be brutal. That wind is going to be crazy. It's a windy city. So you'd expect a lot of runs. You expect, screen passes, short little dumps, and not too many long passes. So Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen might be a little bit harder to get the ball down the field to these guys, which means Dalvin Cook's going to have to take most of the load.
73,800 people have subscribed to our channel on YouTube here with SportsBookReview.com. That is fantastic stuff. 200 people already in here, 2 minutes into the telecast watching live. Thank you guys for coming in. We'll be here all night long having a lot of fun. And this is the part of the show that I like the best. We sort of set the table. Got about 20 to 25 minutes before kickoff. We're going to hit some prop bets, also some sides. So we're going to send it around the horn right now. But if you guys haven't checked that yet, if you missed anything with our NFL information right here on our channel, click the link below, SPRpicks.com/NFL. We're going to talk a little pick six contest, which I was profitable over the weekend and looking to double down tonight to try to move up. I believe I'm in 240th place right now. I need to crack that top 100, as me and Kyle like to say. Probably going to have a couple new hosts next year if we don't start to improve our craft here.
That's right. Definitely. Really, we know one
I will make sure they sacrifice Kyle and not me.
I'll vote for you. Don't worry.
Let's go around the horn here and start kicking off some plays here. If we set the table tonight, obviously rotation 275, 276, Minnesota and Chicago, about a 50-50 ticket split here at SBRodds.com. Opened up at 2.5, which is what I actually got it in the SBR Pick Six contest, but that's no longer the case now. You're seeing a soft 3.5, but a lot of threes across the board, -115, -118, -125. So it looks like if you're going to get the game in, at least you're not going to have to pay the hook or pay it off it, but you will pay some juice with that overall 3 number. Now, I'm going to make sure I let all 3 of you guys talk so I can come back around and rip each one of your plays. So Kyle, kick it off tonight. First, before we get to the prop bets, talk about maybe the side and the total and what you're looking forward to in tonight's matchup.
Yeah, so all week I was tentatively taking the Vikings, and I keep saying Kirk Cousins is so bad in primetime, so it was making me sick. And then the more and more, I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, I cannot do it. I cannot take Kirk Cousins in primetime. Let's go through the trend, shall we? Monday Night Football, 0-9. Record versus teams over 500, 7-31. 3 straight losses to the Chicago Bears, 0-3 since he came over. to Chicago. His record just in primetime games in general, 7-16. He is absolute trash on primetime. Couple offensive linemen getting healthy for the Bears. I know they're going to be without David Montgomery. Let's not also forget to mention 19-29 in his career on the road. Now they're in Soldier Field. I know there's no fans there. I just couldn't do it. So I took the Bears. I put a money line bet on it today. I know if you watched the show all week, I was tentatively taking the Vikings. I just couldn't pull the trigger. So even though I'm not a big BDN fan, I had to go with the Chicago Bears tonight. I will take them and the 3 points.
Yeah, BDN fan for sure here. Nick Foles, always in the hearts and the minds of us here in Philadelphia. But Flash, we're taking a look at this game because I love, after Sundays, to go back and watch film of some games that I thought might have went a little bit hairy, that I didn't pay a lot of attention to. And going back and watching the last Bears game in the first half, I wanted to fire Matt Nagy into the sun. And I can't even believe that sometimes NFL coaches make it this far in life with having no clue how to run an offense. They make the change. They go to Bill Lazor tonight. But looking at the game itself, whether it's the over 44, 44.5, or taking the 3 or the 3.5, which side in total are we looking at tonight, Flash, from your perspective here?
Well, the big one was I jumped on the minus 2.5 straight away. I think it's like maybe last Tuesday. I've not put money down. It's part of my SBR pick 6, and I'm desperate because I absolutely got stung over the weekend. I can't go near the total neither. 44.5 looks very, very low. But there again, I've got to go with this game is all about the W for both teams. So I see them being conservative. And the big thing with these two sides is they don't need a written invitation to be conservative. They both have good defenses. They're both very good on the D when they're opposing sides on third down. So for me, I'm looking at field goals. I'm probably, if you put a gun to my head, I'd have to go under. But it's all about the W. It always is in a divisional matchup.
No, you're right about that, Flash. And both these teams know each other. And if you take a look at that last game that they played with the Chicago Bears, 24-17 wasn't really that close. But when you take a look at the statistics, Chicago still brings a decent defense. I mean, against the Titans in that game, Flash, 92 yards on the ground. They gave up 136 yards in the air. And when you take a look, sometimes they can get run on a little bit, but their passing numbers are really good from a defensive perspective on the Bears. That'll be tested tonight. So, Jason, I'm going to come to you. Looking at a side in the total tonight between the Bears and the Vikings, Dalvin Cook might be my favorite player in the NFL right now. He's going to get a staunch effort from that Chicago defense. From your perspective, side and total, what are you looking at tonight in this game?
So I'm Vikings at -3. That's an official play for me. But that's about it. Look, I love Dalvin Cook, and this over/under is kind of shaky because going in, like when we did our research, back last week, it was all right. This game's going to go over. The Vikings, their offense has been really good as of late. And the Bears could probably score, a couple against the Vikings. They haven't had the best defense all season. But now with the win, you get a little bit scared, and you're like, all right, let's kind of, step away from the over-under. Now you're thinking these games might go under. Just looking at, like, the Browns games, for example, the last two, those had big swings from the over or under in the total, and then those went, completely to the under in those bad weather games. We're not getting snow, but it is, the wind does affect games at some degree. I would say it probably affects the Vikings more because they do have big threats like Thielen, like Jefferson to throw verticals, get down, long passes. But I think being able to potentially not throw these long balls could help Kirk Cousins in having a better game. So when you ask Kirk Cousins to throw 5-yard, 10-yard, 15-yard passes at most, that could limit the turnovers for Cousins. And with that said, when you look at player props, I'm looking at Cousins on his completions at just 18.5. I think that's pretty low for the amount of completions that Cousins can get. I also think that there'll be a lot of completions in this game for both sides. So you look at, Cook, Thielen, Jefferson, even Miller and Robinson on the Bears, all of these guys could get over on the receptions because, again, you're going to get those 5, 10-yard receptions. That means they'll get more opportunities to get more receptions going down the field. It's a lot less going on without a lot of deep plays. So with that said, I like the over on a lot of completions, but then I also kind of like the under on the game because I think it's going to be a lot of plays. And obviously, when it comes down to field goals, could be tricky when it comes down to the wind as well.
No, it's a pretty good take that you have on it. How I'm looking at this game before we get into the actual prop bets on the side is I still like the Minnesota Vikings in this game. Overall, I just think they're a better team. And you have a guy as elite as Dalvin Cook. When he's healthy, you just hand the football off to him and great things happen. And also when we talk about what Kirk Cousins needs and how he struggles against good defenses, that is correct. But when you have a guy like Dalvin Cook working off of play action with two legitimate wide receivers, that is a deadly combination going down the field. Talking about the weather conditions, only about 10 to 12 miles an hour at kickoff. It does increase as the game goes on, reaching around that 18 to 19 mile an hour wind. So maybe we get a more scoring opportunities in the first half than we do in the second half. The way I looked at going after this game was not actually taking a side in this game, because I do have in my pick six contest -2 -2.5 with the Minnesota Vikings. But I went with the Chicago Bears team total, and still looking at Bet365 here in New Jersey, showing some juice. Team total 19. I went over at -125. And here's my thoughts, because again, well, Donnie, you're watching this tape and you're trying to fire their offensive coordinator into the sun. They were horrendous versus the Titans. Couldn't get out of their own way, but yet would have the Drew Lock syndrome, score a couple points in the fourth quarter and say, hey, we only lost by 7 points. What's the problem here? It was nice to see Matt Nagy take his spot away and say, you know what, I'm going to hand it off to my offensive coordinator to call the plays, who is Bill Lazor, who's been around the block in the NFL. But that's not the reason why I took the Chicago Bears over in this instance. And some people might say, hey, their best weapon or best player, David Montgomery's not even going to play in this game. That actually helps the over, because if you're Bill Lazor, think about this. You're trying to get back into the league as a play caller, maybe aspirations to take over those duties with this team or another team, or maybe a head coach if you catch fire. Do you know how you don't get that job? By running the football, keeping it conservative, and putting up 17 points tonight and getting beat in the division. Throw the kitchen sink out that says, hey, GM, pace, hey, ownership, look at me. We put up 24, 27, or 31 points tonight. I can do this job. They're going to throw it deep. Nick Foles is going to throw the ball over 40 times tonight, which is going to lead to points. Minnesota's defense really struggles on the back end. Tonight, Nick Foles takes those shots deep. Big night for Allen Robinson. I don't think the Bears win this game, but damn it, they're going to get over 20 points for me in this one. Kyle, prop bets, what are we looking at for you in this game?
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. The Vikings secondary, bad anyways, and super banged up tonight. So, I mean, even though he's been torched all year, Cameron Dantzler gone. So we're talking about guys like Harrison Hand, Chris Jones, Chris Boyd, Jeff Gladney. I mean, these corners are absolutely terrible for the Minnesota Vikings. They've actually been pretty decent against the run. I think this sort of helps, not trying to force the ball to David Montgomery. Get Cordero Patterson in there, do some unique stuff. I know everyone's on the Ryan Nall train and everything else. No. Cordero Patterson's going to be the running back that you want to play, even though he's listed as a wide receiver in most places. For fantasy purposes, he should be there for a big game. So that leads us into the prop bet. I got Cordero Patterson over 2.5 catches and over 18.5 receiving yards. I think he does that early in the game. I actually parlayed that in with Dalvin Cook over 2.5 receptions as well. We mentioned the weather. The secondary for the Bears is very good. Kirk Cousins has struggled against this secondary. It's not like Adam Thielen's a good receiver, but he's not this super athletic, explosive, I'm going to beat guys one-on-one. I do think with the win, you see some shorter passes. So I have Cook over 2.5, Cordero Patterson over 2.5, and Cordero Patterson over 18.5 yards receiving. And I'm glad that Flash brought up the kickers, because no team in the league this year has allowed more fantasy points to opposing kickers. The stat I probably hate most in the world, but no team has allowed more fantasy points to opposing kickers than the Minnesota Vikings. Now, it's not, Kevin Butler from the 80s kicking for those Super Bowl winning Bears.
Butthead.
It's Cairo Santos, so a little bit of risk there, but they are absolutely they're pretty decent against the run. So they're sort of this like bend, and they really, really bend, but not necessarily break back theirs. And it's not like the Bears are super efficient. So you could certainly see some field goals today out of Cairo Santos. So I like that Flash brought that up as well.
Yeah, but how about this flash prop we're going to get you right now? Akbar Salev in the chat box says the show gets instantly better when Donnie tells Flash to light it up and get the thumb. Flash, we got 375 in here, only 46 likes. I mean, come on now, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, sort yourselves out, boys. You know what I mean? We're only asking you to press a button. Turn it blue. We're not asking you for $50. We leave that to some other charlatans. We give you everything for nothing. And every week we smash it. And I fancy tonight, we are going to be shooting fish in a barrel. So just press the button. Make sure the thumb goes blue. If you want, press the thumb down. At least it shows that you're interacting and you're not just veggie sitting in your seat.
Yep. If you're watching Kyle, press the thumbs down. It's not a shame. Look, interaction is good interaction, good or bad for us. Flash, talking about some prop bets tonight that we like between the Bears and the Vikings. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, first of all, I've gone for the over 1.5 field goals in the first half at plus 110. Couldn't believe it. And the reason is because I see that these are bend, don't break defenses, especially in the red zone. So many times they march down the field, they come away with 3, and they don't come away with the 7. I've also gone with the first score. This is just a little teaser for me. First score of the game to be a field goal at plus 150. I've gone with Cook over 19.5 receiving yards. And the reason is that I agree with what Jay and yourself and Kyle have all said. I fancy a little screen, and I think it'll be yards after the catch. 19.5. Don't risk. And this is the big thing. And I've got another one. Dan Bailey over 6.5 points tonight. That's 2 field goals, 1 converted touchdown. That gets me to 7. I fancy Dan Bailey tonight. And the other little one I've got is over 4.5 sacks at plus 100. I think that both these QBs, they like to hang around in the pocket, and with these 2 defenses, I fancy they're going to get to them more than 4.5 times. And again, it takes me all the way through the hour long of football. But the big thing about this divisional matchup is, if I told you that the Vikings, if they win tonight, are only 1 game behind the Bears, how have they creeped up on the Bears? They were 5-1 a few weeks ago, the Bears.
Yeah, Bears trying to creep back into it, making all change. Hey, when the Titanic's going down, you're switching up the chairs. So obviously that's why they take, Nagy out of the play calling position and give it over to Bill Lazor. We'll see how that helps out tonight. 15 minutes before the game starts tonight, Jason will be with us through the entire first half as we go over it. Jason, some prop bets that we're digging on tonight between those Minnesota Vikings and Chicago Bears.
Yeah, so for me, I like to look, in the middle of the game, a live bet when it comes down to, player props, see how the game plays out. See if it's how I expected it to play out, or it's completely different. For me, I expect, like I said earlier, I expect there to be a lot of running, a lot of screen passes, not too much scoring. But like Flash said, it could be a lot of field goals, or at least a lot of field goal tries, as both these teams could come up short, in different drives. But also, if I were to lean on something early on, I do like Cousins over his 18.5 completions. I think, Cook over 2.5 receptions is a great play as well. When you look at the rushing and receiving yards, 112.5. But I'm just looking over there at ESPN, and everyone took the Vikings on the panel. So I got the Vikings -3. I'm kind of, if I end up losing, we'll just blame that.
That's true.
I just don't want to hear it. Just know that it's the ESPN panel if the Vikings end up losing.
Yep. There you go. I got a couple prop bets that I'm looking at tonight going around. One is going to be with the Minnesota Vikings, and I went Dan Bailey's field goal prop Flash for the game over 1.5 -105. Now I was actually looking at what you took as well, the over 6.5. But when I did a little bit of, and it was 6.5 was -125, which I still think does have a good shot at hitting. But I'm looking at that prop saying, well, if 6.5 is the points, I doubt they're going to kick a field goal and score 4 touchdowns with 4 extra points in order to get that 7.5. So I would figure most likely the easiest path to victory for that would be to get 2 field goals, which gives you the 6 points off the bat, and that would cover it. But I'd still think the 6.5 makes sense. But if they're going to get the 6.5, I almost think they have to kick 1.5 or over 1.5 field goals in order to get that, or else the Minnesota Vikings are going to hang 49 points on them tonight. So we'll see if that plays out. But I do agree with the kicking prop. I'm just going to take it a little bit different with Bailey's field goals over 1.5. Also, Cordell Patterson rushing and receiving yards over 41.5. That was at plus 100. If we're going to take Montgomery out of the lineup, I should see at least 7 to 8 carries out of Cordell Patterson, 4 to 5 catches. That should be enough to get 41.5 yards. Also, if I think Bill Lazor is going to open up the offense and I think the Bears are going to score, I don't think they're going to score as a running team. I don't think the Bears are going to accumulate 125 plus yards on the ground. So therefore, those yards will have to come in the air. Nick Foles over 265 in this game, and would even love it more if Minnesota runs it out to a 17-3 lead at the half, because he's going to have to throw the entire second half. And then also, finally, the number I went with, just as a side wager here, 19.5 for the Chicago Bears, -125 on the over. We should have a lot of fun with this game, a lot of good looks and open up at. No precipitation in this game. So I'm looking forward to a good night here, and 15 minutes will be kicked off, Kyle, getting ready for this one. It's only how soon you dip into the Jameson when it really is going to get funky tonight.
Can I just interrupt you for a second and say, can we just have a little bit of appreciation of the new, Kyle Purviance's younger brother that's turned up tonight. I mean, Jesus, clean shave.
Okay.
Did you go to a christening or something this afternoon?
It's not totally clean. So, I got some family coming in for Turkey Day. I know we're not supposed
Listen, you look half decent, my lad. I thought you lived in in sort of a skip. Do you call them skips over there?
Well, some of it might be too. And, I wasn't going to share this, but I did get ordered in today this eye wrinkle cream, right?
Yes. I need that.
It might be a midlife crisis. Who knows? I'm about to be 39. So, shit's just getting real around here. So I put this stuff on. It's weird. It feels weird on my face. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I appreciate that.
Well, it takes down the swelling. I need exactly the same. I'm listening. Welcome to SBR's beauty half hour. But I'm the same. But I put cucumber because they say it reduces. Because obviously I'm up so early in the morning. I'm up so late at night doing everyone's work.
Right. That's why I got it too.
Well, let me know how it goes, and you can send it to me.
It feels weird. One thing that concerned me is it's called Sementica, and I was like, wait a second.
That's where Kyle's dipping in already.
It was sea minerals, so not
hyaluronic acid.
Yeah. I love
it's semen.
Not semen, mineral. They shorted it, but I think they should change the name.
About that order.
Hey, I had some. It was a good price, but
Well, it would be.
Trying to look,
The geezer next door sent it to you.
You got to work hard for it. And I wanted to shout out to Darren McCardle as well. That's really cool. Thanks for the super chat payment in the chat box there. We missed it a few minutes ago, and that's always
instead of putting a thumbs up.
Yeah,
Keenan's brother.
Yes, Keenan McCardle's brother playing next to Jimmy Smith there with Mark Brunell throwing left-handed darts.
Donnie, what do they like in the chat? Because do we think that 89 yards rushing is a lot for Cook? When I've seen
they're struggling with the Flash
against the Bears.
Yeah, Flash, they're struggling with that in the chat box. Looks like tonight. I don't think anybody's expecting a big night out of Dalvin Cook, and I don't know. If you just watch, I know it's not the Chicago Bears defense, but if you just watch the last two games of Dalvin Cook, he looks unstoppable. Like you sweep it to the kid, and he's getting automatic 10 yards, and it's just the way it looks to me.
No, I agree. I agree that
there was a great stat in there, and I was looking it up after he put it in. It's true. In his 6 games against Chicago, Dalvin Cook has never ran for over 39 yards. So it is something to keep an eye on.
That gives us 50 yards. It's at 89 and a half. That's gone up from 86 this morning.
And what happens when a player has 2 historic games? Like he's put up like 97 fantasy points the last 2 weeks. He's had these monster games, so everyone's on him. And what happens? They don't deliver. Now, I think he'll be more involved in the passing game than the running game. The Bears aren't great against the run, but they're still top 10, top 15. Same as Minnesota, by the way. Minnesota's 15 in terms of fantasy points allowed to running backs. So, and it's not like they haven't played some good ones this year, Aaron Jones, et cetera. So there is some concerns there. I think the short passing game is the way to go. I like the over 18.5 completions. I think that was a great call by Jason. I think that's the way they're going to have to move the ball tonight, because you can't just be, one-dimensional against this Bears defense. They will shut you down, and they have good enough corners where they can play man-to-man, except for Buster Screen in the slot. He's very, very bad. But fortunately for the Bears, there's no Irv Smith, who's typically like that tight end 2 slot receiver. Now it's going to be, Chad Beebe or Olabisi Johnson. Those don't scare you, so you might see a lot more Adam Thielen in the slot tonight, and they might try to put Chad Beebe out wide. But
last week we got a late shot, didn't we, of the lucky banana? And when the banana came out, the Patriots turned the game around, if you remember. So this week, it's out early. It is coming out early. I've had a pear, I've had an apple, I've got oranges, but the banana is out before the kickoff.
We need that. If late in the game, if Cordero Patterson has 2 catches for 9 yards, we're going to need that damn lucky banana. I can tell you that.
Yep. No, we definitely will. If we take, by the way, last couple games, because when we take a look at Dalvin Cook, I remember everybody's All-American. Alexander Mattison comes in versus Atlanta, and they rush for 32 yards, only 2.5 yards per carry. Dalvin Cook comes back versus Green Bay in that windy condition game, 5.1 yards per carry. And then last week versus Detroit, they put up 275 yards on the ground, 8.1 yards per carry. Now, obviously, the Bears' defense is a little bit more stout than that, but even before, Seattle's defense leaky, almost 5 yards per carry. Houston's defense leaky, 4.1 yards per carry. It'll be interesting to see. And again, always get back to the point with Kyle. you know you're going to get a bad Kirk Cousins turnover tonight. You just hope it doesn't hurt you as opposed to in the red zone or on your own 20-yard line. We'll see if that comes into it because Khalil Mack and that defense is going to get after him tonight. It's a matter of Dalvin Cook can open up those rushing lanes, which allows for the play action pass and cools off those linebackers from really coming up into contain. I'm interested to see how that plays out because, as I like to say, man, I love watching Dalvin Cook play, and I don't care how good the defense is. He's going to get his. I would be surprised if Dalvin Cook finishes this game 15 carries for 48 yards. I really would be surprised by that.
I won't be. It actually won't shock me. I think he'll be more effective in the short pass. But again, he's on a roll. And, you'd have to say right now, like, which running back would you rather have over Dalvin Cook? And it's tough to pick one. It really Nobody. I mean, if you take the injuries away, of course, with McCaffrey and stuff, maybe Christian McCaffrey. I don't know, though. He reminds me a lot when LaDainian Tomlinson was on that run with the Chargers back then when they're 5, 6, 7, 8 yards away on first down. He's scoring. I mean, he just flies through. And
that's the problem I have with the under. If he gets into stride and he's got open field, he's taking it to the home. He could almost have a 75-yard rush in one go. And then all of a sudden we're cooked. But all the stats are saying, so I'm leaving it. But I certainly feel as if he's going to get a little screen, a little fake handoff, and then open him up for 19 yards. Jesus. I mean, if he goes for free receptions, I fancy we get over 20.
Yeah, that's that one we're looking at too, Flash. You had that longest catch for Dalvin Cook is 11.5 yards. Yeah. That's just a well-executed screen. He walks to 11.5 yards. So those ones are always interesting prop bets to me on that side of it. But looks like we're about to get kicked off here in a couple minutes. Decent weather conditions. We'll see how it plays out here. I don't know who won the coin toss yet. So if you're interested in betting the first half, it's always nice to get that jump. I know, and I always take, obviously you don't really bet it. They take it off the board once you know who's going to get the ball first. Always got angry when I took that first half, and it's like, hey, your team lost the coin toss. You just like, damn it, lost the possession right there. You feel like a loss right off the bat, but we'll see how they kick it off tonight. I'm expecting for some really good scripted plays out of the Chicago Bears. And that first half, or should I say the first 3 drives in the first half for the Bears, that's going to tell you a lot about what this scheme and what this game is going to be like. Because I don't think it's going to be, hey, let's start running the football with our only running back that's not going to play tonight. I think they need to open it up, which should be a good game tonight. And hopefully we see some points.
I'm just going to go and get a drink then, gents. Okay, so we're ready to rock.
Yep.
Flash is out of here. See you, Flash.
Good. For the record,
I'll
be cheering for I am ahead in my fantasy league by 34.5 points, and they have Nick Foles and Justin Jefferson tonight, half-point PPR. So I should say half PPR. People who say half-point PPR, you're reusing the word point. Anyways, that's just one of the pet peeves of mine. But, so I'll be rooting against that. Man, I'm still feeling the Bears, man. I can't do the Kirk Cousins thing in primetime, man. Nope, no way. Maybe I'm jinxing him into glory tonight, but I don't think so.
You're too hard at stances. Obviously, or Mike McCarthy stinks as a head coach, which is very true this year. Mm-hmm. And Kirk Cousins stinking now Monday Night Football. So we'll see how it turns out. Also, at halftime, and Andy Dalton, First Lady of Football, will be on with us on SportsbookReview.com's Monday Night Football show tonight. Kelsey Kramer will join us. We'll have some fun at the half with her. But obviously, Jason will be here through the first half, and we'll be kicking it off. I love it. It's easy. It seems like a long night because I always tell the wife, I'm just, I got to get on the air 7:30 when we check in. We usually don't get off to around midnight. It goes pretty fast, and hanging out with you guys in the chat box makes it all worth that while. We'll see if we can cash in some of these tickets and have some fun tonight. But I think it's pretty prevailing that a lot of us outside of Kyle's hatred towards Kirk Cousins, it still tilts towards a win for me for the Minnesota Vikings. And Jason, we talk about a lot of things because Jason and I do a baseball show, and it's going to, once we have a full season kicking off next April, it's going to be really good stuff here right on the channel. But we always like to take a look at all the possible outcomes, where you're playing, windy conditions, fans in the stands. The interesting thing about the NFL this year is I was a big side guy taking the home team because the crowd, the big advantage that you have, which is no longer here. So when you look at a divisional game, which is usually the rowdiest crowds that you're going to get, me being an Eagles fan, when the Dallas Cowboys come to town, the Redskins and the Giants, it's the extra buzz in the air as opposed to the Cleveland Browns or the Seattle Seahawks coming to town. When you look at this game, Jason, Minnesota, this is a old school rivalry that would usually be frothing at the mouth from the fan base. It's not there. It has to help the road teams, right?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, every team is going through this in terms of preparation with no fans and whatnot. I don't know if it's such a big difference in terms of team versus team, away team versus home team. Of course, there's good things about being home. you have that normal day of preparation, getting into the game. You're not on the road. That helps for the home team. So like the home team has an advantage just being at home, being in their proper routine. But then, I guess the away team has more of an advantage when there's no fans in the stands. Like if you talk about college football, now I'm a big Rutgers football fan, and you guys can clown me in the chat for that. But we played Ohio State last week. Ohio State was up 35-3. Ryan Day said after the game when Rutgers came back in the second half, well, the guys went out there and there was nobody to kind of cheer on them and get them excited for the second half. And that's when Rutgers got back into the game and started to play well. And he said that it was kind of a letdown, because of no fans being in the stands to kind of keep them going when they're already up 32 points. Then Rutgers won that second half and they played a lot better. And people were questioning if Ohio State was really superior or they were going to have issues. The reality is they just didn't have, that extra juice from the fans coming out already up 32. Now the Vikings are already up 32 after the first half. I think we'll be fine, but when it comes to college, it's a little bit different, of course.
450 people watching right now at kickoff as we get it going here. Just a moment of flash. Yeah, I mean, you played in front of big crowds over there in the EPL. Can you imagine like a big rock band or a rapper saying, hey, I got to perform tonight, and nobody's going to be in the crowd? The electricity and the excitement, even from the players or the performers' perspective, a little bit damp on that, Flash, right?
Yeah, it's a tough one. It really is tough. It's almost like a preseason friendly. You're almost maybe only going at 80%. You feel as if you're going 100%, but when you look back on tape and everything, you can't do it because there's certain times that you are urged on by the crowd. That's why there's been so many away wins throughout every single sport, because the home advantage has been negated.
And the Minnesota Vikings, I'm assuming the Vikings won the toss here, so they have the football early.
No, they lost the toss.
They lost it to defer.
Teams always defer now. They never take the ball in the first.
Because they want it. They want the last possession of the first half.
Yeah, they want the first possession in the second half. That's what every team does now. That's so weird. When growing up, remember, when teams won the toss, they took the football. That was awesome. Now, when teams win the toss, they freaking defer and go on defense first. It's weirder than hell.
It's because they try and stamp their authority on the game, didn't they?
Yeah, well, they want those double possessions at the end of the,
It's an interesting topic you bring up, because I've also heard coaches say they actually like to, let's just say you're playing the home game and you're on the road. You like to give the home team the ball first, but then when you take after the half, who's ever been to an NFL game, these fans don't get back into the seats after that 12-minute halftime, so you get the less crowd noise to start the second half. These guys go into so many in-depth options. It's kind of odd, man. It's cool stuff, though.
Yeah, there's the first reception for Cook, by the way. Just a little.
There we go. I mean, we're already on it. And I saw someone ask he wanted Kirk Cousins' primetime record again. He's 0-9 on Monday Night Football, 7-16 in primetime, and 7-31 against teams with records above 500.
I mean, I was all over the Vikings last year for a big parlay. Funnily enough, it was on the prime time. And the Vikings were absolutely flying last year. If you remember, they were connecting all over the gaff. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Kirk Cousins had the worst night ever. I think Dalvin Cook might have got injured in the game as it goes very early on in the first quarter. And we didn't see him again. So we knew our fate because it was in Cousins' hands all night.
That's just a brutal offside call on the Bears right there. So 1st and 10 here for the Vikings. Early. If you're looking at some live wagering here, the Minnesota Vikings now sit at 4.5. For what reason? Because they got one first down? I don't know, but good luck to that.
That's so weird. I love watching the weird things that the books do with the live betting.
Come on, we want the first score to be a field goal at plus 150.
I would love it, Flash. That would be half of our goal there, already down on Dan Bailey. I would love to see it.
Come on.
People in the chat box saying Gerald, Proud, Malachi, Raekwon, J, Gunn, N.O., Dave, SBR. A lot of good stuff here popping through in the chat box, too. So a lot of people avid tonight and excited about this game, and we'll see how it pans out.
Well, it's good. That's what it's all about. I mean, don't be just sitting there listening to us. Yep. We've got something to say. It's a team game,
That's it.
Yep. Jay Gunn in the chat box says, I wish we could mute the guy in the top right-hand box. Well, that's not nice.
That hurts. I should be seen and not heard. It's this beautiful new young look that I'm bringing to the table. If he needs to hear what I have to say, I'm just here to
no praise, Kyle. Leave it to the others.
There you go. Kirk Cousins with a nice little pass. Oh, Kyle, are you feeling a little bit different here? Kirk Cousins, no fans to yell at him. He's feeling good early.
No, I'm not worried about it. He'll choke like he always does. Not worried about it. Not yet, anyways.
I just think the Vikings will put him in a good spot to be able to succeed in this game. And we're looking at Dalvin already. He's already got over 10 rushing yards, and people in the chat were complaining that he hasn't got 40 yet. It's a different offense for the Vikings this year, especially the last 2 games. They've run the ball so well. It's not going to stop here.
There we go. Just like that.
Yeah, so because they're moving the line of scrimmage, which is good. So inch it down, Flash. You get the light wins to start the game. Having a couple field goals here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's my whole game is based upon that.
All right, 2nd down and 8, right around midfield here. 11:50 on the clock. Over under. So the point spread still at -4. Over under at 43. So we'll see here what we get
we just
next
want to stall around the 30-yard line. That'll be
exactly. Yeah, no, I would love a nice stall inside the 15. Give me the easy field goal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't want it long. You want it not. Wait.
Yeah, we want that chip shot. Get used to it.
Jokes for that, isn't there? Damn it, we're getting in early.
First
down to Adam Thielen. So nice little start here for the Vikings, and I like it. Points. Go. Thielen.
If they put him over Jalen Johnson or Buster Screen, he can have a nice night. The Fuller on the one side is the one you kind of want to avoid throwing out, but Screen and Jalen Johnson are both very vulnerable against the pass, obviously.
Yeah, they're nicked up a little bit on the D line tonight too, the Bears, but they're active. There should be no reason. I don't see this game as me and Kyle always like to do on our Sunday show. What surprises you more, like 17-14 or 27-24? Come on.
Yeah, 17-14 probably a little low, but yeah.
There you go.
All right, let's see what we got here. Kirk Cousins on a 2nd and 9. All right, it's good news, Flash.
Fumbled it.
Oh!
Did he? I thought he was down.
Oh!
I thought he might
have been down, but
I thought he was down.
Oh, boy.
Flash, give me the early replay. You got the early replay. Give me.
Yeah. I'll tell you straight away, but I thought he was down.
Dang.
They're calling it down.
I'm still seeing. I'm looking at all this rain in that Patriots.
Yeah.
Whew, man, that's rain.
How about that late fourth quarter, man?
I think he's down.
He's down.
Yeah, he is. He should be good.
Yeah, he's down.
By the way, that Patriot game, I mean, you want to talk about Bill Belichick and the cheating Patriots? Who didn't think that they turned on the rain in the last minute in the fourth quarter?
That was crazy.
It came down so hard out of nowhere as soon as they got the football, man. It was wild.
It is.
If they called that down on the field, there's no way that can get overturned. No way. But they'll take it.
But they're saying the ball's moving as his knee hits.
Now, wait a second, though. They called it a fumble in the field then. I didn't see a red challenge flag.
No, they didn't. They called it down.
Don't worry, I'm rewatching it on the field right now.
Yeah, but they wouldn't win the commercial, though. Why are they reviewing it then?
Oh, shit, that is close. That's so close. Let's see.
What did they say in the chat? I don't have it up. Did you hear him say that, Flash?
No, I've not got the sound up, but
because I didn't see a red. I didn't see a challenge flag come out, so I got to assume they called it a fumble.
That looks like
why they're reviewing it.
That looks. Oh God, that looks like.
I think it was just
the other way around. Or the other way around, they've called him down and they've reviewed it.
No, they wouldn't though, because the possession wouldn't have changed hands if they called him down. Yeah, they called it a fumble. Yeah,
I'm at commercial break. They're reviewing. That looks like a fumble. That's really close.
That's going to be hard to overturn then too, because you were hoping that if they called them down on the field, they'd say, give them the benefit of the doubt. But
and if you're an under better, there you go. Mario in the chat.
Flash.
What do you think?
We wanted.
Under for the fourth? No, the guy in the chat asked if he bet the under. What do you think? Well, I think you like that fumble right now.
Always got a fumble inside the 30.
Yeah, that's what you're happy about that.
Yeah.
Kyle, did you watch yesterday my Alex Smith throwing for 390 yards, but never throwing the ball more than 4 feet? It was impressive, man.
It was impressive. JD McKinney. Hey, our Pain Core 4 from the DFS show. Daniel Jones. I'm telling you, they all played really, really well. It was impressive.
I had Wayne Gallman get the 2 touchdowns early, and I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna get this. I think Tim Patrick ended up getting thrown out of the Denver game, but Nick Mullins throws the touchdown early. Like, oh my God, I'm ready to just hit the @ sign. He stunk the rest of the game, man.
Yeah, he did. He did. Daniel Jones was good. The Wayne Gallman and McKissick hit.
Yes.
Who we took. Who did we take at receiver? I can't remember anymore. But
I had Tim Patrick, and who else did I have?
who the hell did I take? I can't remember. And I think
Higbee at tight end, which didn't really do much. It was Mullins, Gallman, Tim Patrick, and Higbee.
He got 9 points for 3,700.
He still got that. I'm obviously talking from my pocket as well, but he's down there and he's still got it.
Can they overturn it? Which is interesting.
It's close. It's really close.
It's so close.
I wouldn't be surprised either way, to be honest.
Yeah, that's brutal. It's a bit rugged.
And Rudolph got the start instead of Smith, so that's
is Smith inactive tonight?
Yeah, Irv Smith is out. Rudolph starts, but they just don't throw to him that much anymore. He's like a block. He's a blocking tight end.
What did they say? And they're still showing.
Yeah, it's going to stand.
It's going to stand. Yeah, we're only going to field fumble. That's
wow. Well, coming in, we need to field fumble.
That's his first career fumble.
Is it really?
And he's been in the league for a long time.
Yeah, quite a while.
Let's see what folks
JT says, I got to be pissed about Eagles lost to the Giants. I'll tell you one thing. 2017 winning the Super Bowl really took a lot of fandom anger away from me because I used to be very violent in my house during Eagles games, but I don't find myself that way anymore. I'm like, I wish we would have won, but they didn't.
Yeah, it's a slump buster, if you will.
I was violent. I was a violent Eagles fan for a long time. Yeah.
Were they just rest Wentz because he's second guessing himself at the moment in that pocket?
He looks terrible.
I didn't. It's not it's funny too because everybody in Philadelphia gets angry. Oh, Wentz, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. We realize throwing for 330 and 3 touchdowns every game. So yesterday he says, all right, I'm not going to do too much and not turn the ball over. Wentz stunk. Well, what do you want? You want him to go out, be a hero, win games? Or you want him to just hang around?
Well, you want him to win divisional games. That is for sure.
When you play him on DraftKings, you want him to throw touchdowns. Yeah, I'm really pissed at Carson Wentz right now.
Just enjoy this game.
Interception.
Enjoy this game.
Ooh, coming right back.
Wait, already? Did that already happen? Really?
Yeah, already happened.
All right, Flash. Now we're into it. Now
we're back into the field goal.
Now we're into it.
Here we go.
Six as well.
2 turnovers just like that.
That's perfect. Fantastic offenses.
What are you saying? I guess you could say use the term on that one. Ball don't lie. So coming back.
You throw an interception to the Vikings secondary. There's something wrong with you. It's the second worst secondary in football behind the Seahawks. I mean,
the throw was just a little bit high.
That was a gift. That was a gift pick.
High throw, couldn't get there. Through his hands, boom. By the way, what about Cam Newton not throwing for a touchdown?
Yeah.
That's almost an everyday occurrence.
I mean, you think of the NFL action that we saw yesterday. It was brutal. I mean, the swings. Let's go with the Bills and the Cards. I mean, 1 minute you're sitting there with 45 seconds to go, and it's an unbelievable throw, unbelievable completion, and you think, I was lucky because I went with the Bills plus 2.5. It was my only luck the whole day because I smashed the Ravens against my Patriots. And I'm looking going, oh, no, this is not the same Patriots that I saw against the Jets the other night.
Yeah.
How about that?
That was nice.
Kyler Murray just kneeling it down and they're not kicking the extra point. So the 2.5.
That's what I'm saying.
So I hit that and I hit I was pushing at 56. I took the over 56 and the Hail Mary gives me the over. They kneel it, don't kick the extra point. So I get the Bills. It was a magical moment. Yeah. It was the best moment of the day because I thought the teams played like shit. Most of the teams didn't look good yesterday.
Well, I mean, listen, I'll tell you who did look good, and I've been on about them quite from 33-1 down to 18-1 now. The Rams.
The Rams
on their day, they are beastly.
Yeah,
I mean, they know how to upset any time. You can upset Russell Wilson and the Seals. And we know the Seals' defense is garbage. But to stop Wilson from throwing a TD, you're like, wow. That would be horrible in a one-off situation.
We talked about it yesterday, saying just looking at the game overall, the Rams can win that game just being average. And Jared Goff was average. They took the football out of his hand and realized they could win that football game without him throwing the ball at all and hammer away on the running game. But unless Russ is 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, they don't win football games. It's hard to do that every week. And now Seattle losers of 3 out of 4 games because if he can't be 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, they can't win football games.
No, it's true. And the other one is all you're doing is locking up Tyler Lockett. I mean, because you've got Metcalf. Yeah, Metcalf, you just got to give him yards after the catch. So you don't. You just get him to play in front. It's amazing. Have you seen the amount of sides? 6-3 in the AFC. I'm less shed a tear, by the way, for the Ravens.
Oh, man, the Ravens burned me. I just couldn't believe that. The Ravens, they're in trouble. If you get ahead of them 7-0 in the first quarter, they're going to have a hard time coming back. Like, they simply cannot play from behind at all. Lamar Jackson, did you hear Chris Collinsworth too going, people say Lamar Jackson's a running quarterback. He's a drop back pocket passer.
Yeah,
like,
you can't. Chris Collinsworth is horrible. Chris Collinsworth had you believing Cam Newton was the MVP of football and he's got 2 touchdown passes last year.
But he changes his time 3 times in the same game.
Yeah,
it's like Chris Collinsworth, shut the hell up.
Like you would think, like if you come into the season and say you're going to play the Baltimore Ravens in a driving rainstorm and bad weather, usually you'd say sign me up because Lamar is going to run for 175 yards and win that game by itself. That's not the case anymore, man.
Yeah, they don't look good. And without Calais Campbell and then Brandon Williams getting hurt, they couldn't stop the run. It wasn't until late in the game where they're like, hey, okay, we're finally going to bring the heat. Like, were you worried about the Patriots wide receivers? Why are you not doing this the entire game? All they have is run pass options and 8-yard passes to Jacoby Myers. That's it. That's the whole offense.
And reverse passes to Jacoby Myers.
Why weren't you bringing everyone all of the damn time? Is a bad game plan, and their offense just isn't very good. If they're put from behind and Lamar Jackson has to throw, the Ravens are in a lot of trouble. I mean, they're not going anywhere.
Well, we always said last year, and I mean the Titans were the ones because the Titans played 2 spies and made sure that he stayed in the pocket. If he stays in the pocket, that's how you got a chance of winning the game with having the ball in his hands.
Yeah, it was back-to-back years where the playoffs they just said, Lamar, we just don't think you can pass, and he couldn't.
Yeah, he can't. It's Tim Tebow territory. It really is.
He's got quick wideouts too, man. Like he should be able to just hit those guys on 7-yard slants, man. They're so fast on that team too.
Yep. I mean,
Kirk Cousins 5 for 5 tonight, Kyle, to start.
Yeah, little 42-yarder.
That's Flash knows it. Yep. No, that's not a face mask. Don't do
and look at oh my God, is that Chad Beebe? There we go. I told you, watch out for Chad Beebe tonight against Buster Screen. He was like 1,200 on DraftKings. I couldn't pull the trigger, but a buddy of mine called me and I said, he goes, who's Buster Screen covering? And I go, God, it's probably gonna be Chad Beebe. Don't do it. There we go. Don Beebe's nephew, I believe. I believe that's Don Beebe's nephew.
I believe it is, yeah.
You remember?
We're going to have a little sweat up here. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Come on. It's Dan Bailey.
Stop him. He's going to run it, so they should set up for the run.
Yeah, I don't want analytics to come into this Flash where it's 4th and 1 and they say go for it. I want 4th and 1.
No, they can't.
Let's go old school.
It's
Mike Zimmer's old school. Kick the field goal.
It's all about exactly. Come on.
Isn't Mike Zimmer blind in one eye too? Can't he not see out of one eye? Like he had some.
He had some issues last year. Yeah, I think he's better this year though. But
it happened like right when he got the job.
Wow, he's setting up for the pass.
As long as Justin Jefferson doesn't have a big game, I just want to win.
Wow, what have I just seen?
Flash, and
it's going to be an Adam Thielen touchdown probably. That's what I'm hoping for.
Great catch.
Yeah, it was a great pass.
And now Cousins is 7 of 7. The game plan is really good.
Kyle.
It's all right. That's all right. I still believe Kirk Cousins will let everybody down.
Oh, he's caught it one-handed. What a catch, son.
Yeah. Great catch. Great ball, too.
I mean, he had him covered. He was oh, my word. The back done great.
And it was Buster that got hit on the coverage.
There we go. Of course. It's always that's what we were talking about. You might move Thielen into the slot a little bit to line him up over Buster Screen because he's really bad. Yep. He cannot cover anybody.
So that is an unbelievable catch, man. That's awesome.
All we wanted was a drop and we'd have a field goal. But still, we get the 1 point, Bailey. There you go.
Yeah, that's a point. Yeah, it's on the way. So if he hits a 51-yarder, there you go. You've already hit it.
No.
Because it's not fantasy points.
Oh,
just 2 field goals, though, then you're good.
Yeah, 2 field goals is fine.
Boom, there we go. Good start. Good start.
It wasn't terrible coverage by Buster Screen.
And now all of a sudden you're saying to yourself, are you happy with the unders? Because it's only like halfway through the first quarter.
No, you're not happy about that.
No.
No.
It's amazing swings and roundabouts. By the way, I've got this new tea. I've got loads. I've got like a big case, and I've got ginger and peach. I've got chai. I've got Earl Grey. I've got super fruits. Honestly, got a black tea. It's so like perfect afternoon, early evening.
I'm an Earl Grey guy. I always put a little Jameson in my Earl Grey, but
there's a shock. I thought you put that on your cornflakes.
Yeah, I did. Well, yeah, sugar, cornflakes, Jameson. There you go. I've been doing that since I was 11.
Breakfast of champions.
Oh.
Fresh lines here, -7.5 for the Minnesota Vikings, over under 45.5, money line -345 as it sits there.
Wow.
It looks like Minnesota. I like it. I'm gonna have a nice little week here if the Minnesota wins in this pick six. But that's perfect score for me. I actually wanted a Dan Bailey field goal, which you helped me out on that prop. But for Cordell Patterson over props, that's good. Foles over, that's good. So you need these teams to be down.
Chase Dozier says it's a shocker, right, Flash? Yeah, it's a shocker because obviously we were sitting there and every 3rd and 3, and you're not expecting him to throw it, but he threw it. Great pass. What a catch. I mean, you've got to put your hands up sometimes and just applaud, and happy with that.
He's probably talking about the Jameson and the Earl Grey, but, who knows?
Oh, was he? Is he your mate? Is he, Chase?
No, I have no idea who that is.
He knows Kyle personally.
Yeah, I don't.
What about cat feed? Says my girlfriend thinks that first down is whoever takes the lead on a first date. First date? If I went on a first date, exactly, I'm on it. If I went on a first date and that type of behavior happened, there wouldn't be a second date. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, you got to be working for something that's worth it.
If they take the lead, yeah, whatever.
Whatever. That's your game, that is.
Yep. Flash. Yeah, Flash doesn't want to do any work, by the way. So there you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead and take that lead. Yeah, let me know. I don't want to work hard either.
That's one of those that goes in the so I've heard asking for a friend and all that,
Yeah.
You bell them at 11 o'clock at night and get them over and tell them to bring some food with them.
Exactly. That's a first date for me.
For you, yeah. So I'm only thinking I'm asking for a friend. You was that friend.
Flash, by the way, somebody brings an interesting point up here in the chat box about the Falcons and the Saints. What do you think about Drew Brees down now? You got that future on the Saints out here. Looks like Jameis Winston's going to carry it for a while.
Yeah, and obviously you're still going to have Taysom Hill. And so, I mean, it's one of those as long as they're well-oiled. And the good thing for me, and this has been an absolute shocker for him in recent years, is the D stepping up.
Yeah, it's good.
So they're not needing 34, 35 points to go and win the game. And if you have a look at the teams they're going to play, they've already played the Bucs twice. So it's all about the division. So I think that they will be fine. The only ones that's killing me is the Vikings.
Yeah, well, you remember
getting the playoffs here, man.
Breeze last year. Teddy B took him 5-1.
I went through the schedule of the Vikings, and I thought that they could quite easily get 9-7, 10-6. But this was a game that I did actually give them. That you have a look at their running. I think it's only the last 2, maybe the last 3 games that they run up against the Saints. But then if the Saints are already a couple of games clear, then they may well be playing against a dead duck.
And we see why Adam Thielen caught a touchdown, right? When you tribute your cleats to Alex Trebek,
it pays off. Yeah,
to score a damn touchdown. Fantastic job by Adam Thielen. Way to go.
Yep.
Way too
Thielen.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. I like that.
Is that Lamar Miller in the game now?
Yeah, a bit passive. This Vikings D. We like that. Let's get a field goal.
Ooh, is that Lamar 25? New look Lamar? There you go.
Oh, he was 200 on DraftKings. I hope so.
Because about that. Oh, man, that. Lamar. Yeah,
everyone kept telling me Artavis Pierce is going to Artavis Pierce. He was behind Ryan Null. No, hell no. They're not going to. No, let's get Lamar Miller going. Let's get Cordero Patterson going. Let's go.
People are feeling Ryan Null out here like he's Kyle Juszczyk.
Crash 99 says, is Brees' career done with 5 cracked ribs? Not really. I think it's only probably a month out. So,
yeah.
He'll be right.
He'll be
back in 4 or 5 games.
If they make the playoffs, he'll be back.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, Lamar Miller, there we go. Keep doing that. That's
Rob.
That's money in the making right there. Him. Allen Robinson. I know Allen Robinson's actually really tough. I know he had a knee issue, but he's pretty tough. He's going to play the whole game, barring something.
No one's got near a quarterback yet, neither.
No.
Yeah, Cordell Patterson, 5 yards. So now we just need about 35 to go. Cordell, let's go.
We need him to get 3 catches.
Look at Foles, man of mystery out here.
Queen Smith says that he's the Premier League. By the way, I always do all my shows for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I start them on a Monday. I write them up and all this. Honest to God, I can see the possibility of an 8 to 10 team parlay this week, and they might not be wins. They might be just both teams to score in that game, so you haven't got to worry about the side. But there looks to be some massively low hanging fruit.
Let's take a look.
By the way, Flash, Steve S says this is the topics that I like. Brady's now looking to take the touchdown crown because Breeze is down. How angry is Breeze sitting on his couch knowing that Tom Brady's racking up those touchdowns now? He's got to be angry now.
Yeah, it's one of those. You know what it's like being a former athlete. There's nothing you can do about it. We're going to sit there and feel sorry for yourself. And the thing is, you know that Breeze has probably got a couple of years extra than the Brady anyway. So for me, I think that Breeze will overtake him.
You know what's funny about that too, Flash? When obviously you played at a much higher level than most of us, but the notion you always have to be like a good teammate. I used to laugh about that because when I was a wide receiver, if another wide receiver ahead of me or near me drops the ball, you're like, oh man, and deep down, I'm so glad he dropped that ball, even though it probably hurt your team. We're humans, right? We're all humans.
Yeah, you say that.
You're a horrible teammate.
Yeah, well, I had a very strange mentality that. Mine was more down to the individual because I've definitely been in that position of I'm not playing or I was a young boy. I was like 18-year-old and I was scored like 48 goals in a season. Yeah. And the fans were saying, oh, get this young kid on. And the team, I was hoping that the team didn't score. So it was like 0-0 or 1-0, more than an individual. Because this is the other thing is, that if you're going to go into a side, you want to go into a side that's playing well. Yeah. So basically, you want to be, as I progressed, it was one of those where I hope we win 4-0, but the lad who was in my position or I'm competing with either gets injured or has an absolute nightmare. And this is a true story. We bought a lad who come from Nottingham Forest for quite a nice sum. And just after he arrived, and he was playing, I was sub, or I was playing and he was sub. He had a car crash. Then how do you feel? Do you know what I mean? He was out for like 10 months. Yeah. So on one hand, I'm thinking, well, I've got a free rein here to just go and cement his position. But on the other hand, you're thinking, Jesus, you wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Yeah. Well, Donnie would apparently. So I just
I might Flash. I gotta tell
you know how terrible of a team player Donnie is. We're rooting for injury. Yeah, like that. Donnie's probably the one that would cut the brakes. Like, wait, you got in a car crash? How? What happened?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the typical sports fan too. Like you see, like Dak Prescott's leg go sideways, so you're typing in, "Boy, that's terrible. I pray for Dak," but meanwhile, you're typing like this.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one when your teammate gets the touchdown and everyone else is jumping around high-fiving. You're like high-running, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Brilliant. And then when he comes over, you're giving him half.
By the way, Bears got a little bit of a drive going here. If Nick Foles could hit it open, Jimmy Graham at the 1, you bum. Come on.
7. 7.
Running it down their throat. In a revenge game.
Come on. Incomplete. We want the field goal. Incomplete.
Revenge game spot for Cordero. Watch out. Watch out for him.
Oh.
Come on now, Nicky 6. What do you got here?
You bet $2,000 on Kirk Cousins in primetime. I hope you're lying about that, which I'm almost certain you are.
Cordell Patterson is a great start so far for his yardage tonight, man. I couldn't ask for anything. He looks like he's the focal point of the offense.
The passive.
I get really sick and tired of watching Cole Kmet too get targeted. Like, get the hell out of here with Cole Kmet, or is that Jimmy Graham? It must be Jimmy Graham.
That was Graham, yeah.
That was. Yeah, Cordero's got 13 yards on the ground and 9 in the air already.
There we go. There we go. Loving that.
Let's go now.
Go on.
Let's go.
Oh. I'm not pissing on your pot.
Oh. I almost had a second.
Isaiah Moore, no easy money in betting. You're so true, mate. You're so true. Unless you bet against the Jets.
Yeah, another nice start
and
this
the
weekend
49ers.
coming up for Flacco.
I got a bunch of Charger fans. I spent a long time in San Diego, and all my Charger fan friends think they somehow have a shot at the number 1 pick, that Anthony Lynn's going to purposely lose to the Jets. I'm like, you guys are moronic. That is not going – the Jets are going to be the number 1 pick in the draft. It's done. It's a done deal. It's over.
Okay, so we got 3rd and goal. If they get stopped, do they take the points?
Yeah,
I would think so. I would think so.
Unless you're on the 1, but I don't. We'll see.
Yeah, you can't even get a first down to 3rd and goal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Eno says, why not run the ball here? I tend to agree, man. If you're gonna make this 4-down territory, you might as well run the football here and see if you can not score, at least get close.
I mean, normally the Bears
drive so far.
Side. Yeah, they are the type of team that will take the points there.
It is interesting, too, that Matt Nagy gave up the play calling duties. Wasn't he the one that when the Chiefs were struggling a few years back, Andy Reid gave over the play calling duties to Matt Nagy? Isn't that right? So I love that it's Cordero Patterson at running back. I mean, this is what we're going to see, man.
That was pretty impressive for that Ben DiNucci throw right there.
Oh, I tell you what, listen, watch this replay. Watch this replay. Has he not got done for roughing the passer? I mean, obviously, I'm happy because it's a field goal, but
that's close. It is close.
Yeah, the ball's already gone, and he's gone low on him.
That's close.
I thought they were outlawing that going low on a defenseless.
Not when it's Nick Foles. Yeah. No, they don't give a shit.
There's the first one. There's the first one.
There we go.
One more. Come on, baby. One more. Come on. Oh no, we want for like 4 more, but only 1 more before our time.
All right, so we got 3 points for the Bears. I'll take that. Cordell Patterson's got what? Let me see, 24 yards now, so I'll take that on that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, we got some catches for Cordero.
Foles, 55 yards. Okay.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
And then once I prove you guys wrong and the Bears win this game, then everything will be right with the universe.
Yes, baby boy.
Live lines -6 now for the Minnesota Vikings, over under 43.5.
There we go. Interesting.
Kirk Cousins 7 of 7. Nicky Foles 7 of 11. How about that?
Kirk Cousins is about to go 8 for 8, and it's going to be an interception to the Bears. He's going to throw.
Kirk Cousins will be 7 for 14. Is what you're saying coming up?
He's going to throw a couple picks. Don't get excited about Nick Foles just yet. Kirk Cousins just yet. I'm just saying.
Can we want this to be a nice little 60-yard return? By the way, Donnie, there was a few nice returns yesterday. It got to like the 26.
No, I'm telling you, Flash, every time I watch a football game and they return out of the end zone and get to like the 20, I immediately think of you. I'm like, Flash probably loved that just like I did.
Oh, going bonkers. I tell you what, though, what about this Seattle return boy? He's got some legs, man. He was like shit.
Yeah, some of these kids do. Some of these kids can get after it. But it's just maddening on the kickoffs, which really gets on my nerves.
I just wait for the flag every time they go more than 10. It's
exactly.
like, oh, they're going to.
It's horrible.
Here we go. It's a flag and blah, blah, blah.
But everything yesterday was an absolute disaster. I even thought the Bungles might have had a chance with the points. And I tell you what, that was horrendous.
I thought yesterday was pretty boring, and then all of a sudden I fell asleep for a little bit. I woke up 20 seconds later, the craziest Hail Mary, of the season, obviously. That Kyler Murray throws the Hail Mary to Hopkins, so then I look like an idiot for saying the day was boring in football because that was a crazy play. But really, it didn't seem like there wasn't a whole lot of suspense. Really, I didn't feel that much yesterday.
No, because the Raiders Broncos game stunk for all intents and purposes. The Dolphins game stunk, so you didn't get those like.
Yeah, like the morning games all stunk.
Can you believe if I said to you, we're sitting just before Thanksgiving, and the Ravens have got the same score as the Dolphins?
It's crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, there's 6 and 3 sides. There's like
Dolphins are now right back up there, flashing the NFC in the AFC
Dolphins
East.
schedule.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I do think the Bills have got a little bit too much on the head-to-heads, but I mean, again, it's going to be maybe 7 and 8, maybe 6 and 9.
Look at the Dolphins' next 3 games. look who they play. I won't even tell you.
They can win them all. No, they can win them all.
There are 3 apps. They could literally be 9-3. Very.
Did we say that out of Herbert, the boy, well, we said that Tua was the most gifted.
Yeah, Herbert's right there with him, and Burrow's good. I don't think Burrow's as talented as Herbert or Tua. I really don't. I think he's good. He's really good and steady and smart and good decisions and still athletic. But man, Herbert can throw. Justin Herbert, it's not his fault they're not winning games. That kid can make any throw there is in the NFL. Absolutely.
I like Joe Burrow though. I want to see Joe Burrow back with Mixon. Sure.
Yeah, I like Burrow. I mean, he makes good decisions. He's got a lot of poise, all that stuff. I don't know if he's got the gifts that the other two have in terms of physical talent, but he's certainly good.
So are we at the quarter now?
You're at the quarter.
We are.
I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Peace. Raekwon Smith says, what do you think about Kyler Murray MVP? Kyler Murray, as they say, is a cheat code, man. Swear to God, he's a cheat code. How do you stop like Radowitz when you watch it? Like, how do you stop the guy? I don't like unless he makes his own self-inflicted wound. Like that read option that he has is unbelievable.
You need like three QB spies.
Oh my God, he's so good, man. Yeah. He's so much fun to watch. Yeah. That's one of those things where you took a look at these quarterbacks now that, like, you know, if the Jets get number 1 overall, do you make the move? That tells you right there, like, until you have your quarterback, just keep spending that draft capital because when you get him, you can be electric. I love it.
I mean, it's Jay, do you not think it's absolutely the best man management we've seen? Because they've gone in, they've had a look at him, and then they've said, right, we'll get you X, Y, Z, and we'll also get you the protection. And they've just fitted it all in, and it's been so carefully planned.
Yeah, and like we were talking, you know, Joe Burrow, for example, his offensive line is terrible. So
awful.
He'll get a lot better when the offensive line gets better. And when Mixon is back, of course. So I think there's hype around Herbert, Tua, and Burrow, all for good reasons. They're all going to be great quarterbacks in this league, but I wouldn't count. Of course, I'm an LSU fan, but I wouldn't count out Burrow 100%. He's got a great IQ, a really great leadership. He should be great. But going into this next year's draft, there's some really great quarterbacks available too. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if Fields goes before Lawrence. I would not be surprised if that happens. I think Fields is probably the better quarterback. I know some people are going to not like that, but
I'm not going to like that, Joe.
Yeah, and that's really fine because we're not talent evaluators. We're not scouts. We're just guys sitting on our couch. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I do think that Fields does have a little bit more, a couple just more things about him that'll make him a better quarterback in the NFL. But it is what it is. We'll have to see. You can't go wrong either way.
No. I think that both. I mean, I just think the mobility, obviously, of Lawrence, and again, you talk about IQ. Don't get me wrong. I mean, what if Fields threw like for about 1 million yards last year? Yeah. I did all the Rose Bowl games, and I tell you what, going in, I was thinking, Jesus, this lad can do anything. And what a great championship game it was prior to obviously the Tigers playing the Tigers. I mean, it could have gone either way.
Yeah. Nice catch by Justin Jefferson, moving the football here, Flash.
Yeah, we just want to get in there nice and early, get another 3 points for our man Bailey, cash my over 1.5, and we'll sit and smoke a cigar if I wasn't indoors.
Damn right. I wish I could smoke in the house. I always tell my wife, like, I need to smoke in the house. She's like, well, you got to buy a new house for yourself.
Well, I've actually got like in the middle of the house, I've got like a sort of 20 by 20 sort of outdoor. It's in the house, middle of the house. So if I wanted to have a smoke, I can just go, and it obviously goes up through the middle of the house.
You get that nice weather all year long.
Yeah, although we just got we got that big hurricane coming just north of us tomorrow in Nicaragua and Honduras. We're going to get to the arse end of it though.
Hey, look at the Bears. Okay, Bears.
So you got another Dalvin reception. So if anybody took 2.5, they got.
Doesn't matter if he loses yards or not, right?
They got a 1 yard completion and a negative like 4, but that's 2 completions right there.
That's it. That's what we want.
I want him over 19 as well.
Dalvin.
Let's get that third catch and then let
This
Cordero.
is third and 13, so he's got to come up with something here.
We need some
Gotta be a
field goals out of Minnesota. What's going on here? Let's go.
Third and 13's turnover central for Kirk Cousins.
Well, I tell you what, that was really bad.
Come on now.
Didn't really want to be seeing a punt.
Yeah,
Jefferson, though, another completion for Jefferson.
What kind of play is that, man? I don't know.
Yeah, that was just submission.
They had the blocking, but Jefferson kind of stuttered step, and then they lost the blocks, and then it was over from there.
Let's go, Nick Foles. Run it up, baby. Let's go. -5 here for the Vikings. Over under 43.
-5.
Yep.
The Bears seem to catch a bit of pace there on the D, didn't they?
Let's see
They
what
were getting
Foles
closer
is.
to it.
If Foles is banged up or injured from that one throw that caught his arm in the end zone on first down.
I think Trubisky's inactive, right? He's hurt. He's not playing. So who would they go
Oh my
to?
god!
Can you believe he's done this?
Oh, he's
The
stepping
lads-
back. Yep, that's touchback.
Yeah, his heels. Look at his heels here.
That was a
Oh,
great
that's
punt
brutal.
too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Punter is cold quits like you got to be kidding me,
Yeah.
man. Come on.
Yeah.
Now.
But we're happy, obviously.
Oh,
Jesus.
All right, let's get me Lucky Banana out just to get the second field goal in the first half.
It's early for the lucky banana.
Yeah, I've got first half player.
Do you have
I can't-
two
I can't-
bananas?
Oh yeah, I've got 2 bananas, 2 oranges, and an apple left.
Okay, so we might need a second banana for later in the game. Is all I'm saying. We don't want to blow our wad early. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, he lives in banana country down there, man. There's trillions of bananas in Costa Rica.
I bet you they're delicious too. I bet you they're.
Cold. I always had my bananas cold. Oh, Steve S says, "You're right, Flash." Yeah, I'm good, man.
Great.
Dan Bailey is injured too. Combat Sports. What? Why? What sort of hexing are they bringing?
Wait, what? Hold on.
Everybody's injured tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's week 10. Isn't it crazy that we have a division leader in the NFL with 3 wins and we're going into week 11. Through 10 weeks, we have a division leader with 3 wins. They've got to just eliminate. It's a loss for football. Just bring up Alabama and let them play in the NFL
Whoever
playoffs.
wins in the NFC East will win that first playoff game too, and then you're gonna be like, "See,
Oh, I'll be so pissed. I will be pissed about that.
Are you still thinking the 49ers make the playoffs?
No. I think it's a lost year. Maybe if we get that 8th playoffs, but still, you
yeah,
just kind
they
of look at
cancel
the
a game." I don't think the NFL's canceling a damn thing, man. They just they had that built in like week or two where Tennessee was down, and once they said, "Look, the schedule can't move anymore," the NFL's like, "Oh, you got COVID? That's fine. See you on Sunday. No big deal."
Yeah, exactly. You got 400 men on your roster.
Like baseball. If you had a COVID, you were down for like 37 days. I hope everybody looks at it. If it's still around next year, it says, "Look, the NFL just said, if you got it, take the guy off the field and work. See you Sunday." Like, nice to know you.
Dave SBR with some good comments there.
But the thing is, though, it's not a good talent to have, mate, is it? You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, eating a banana is not a good talent to be having.
You never know.
Flash will be in the Sun. He'll be in the front page of the Sun. Look at ex-footballer on OnlyFans eating bananas.
You never know what life's going to throw at you. Every talent you have is important. You never know. You're going to need something. That's all I have to say. I don't see anything about Dan Bailey being injured. I haven't seen anything about that. So
No, I think he's just busting stones.
Good.
I need some field goals out of Dan Bailey. He better get his ball spot out there. I love seeing Cordell Patterson at tailback. So it's warming
Me
my
too.
heart right now.
Me too. I told everybody that's going to be the running back tonight. Ryan Nall was 6,200. Ryan Nall was.
Has he been in the game yet, Ryan Nall?
No, of course not. He's terrible. He scored 1 touchdown last week on like some broken ass play that after Montgomery got and they didn't know what to do. Ryan Nall is not happening. It's not going to happen.
Well, Cordero's already got what, 6? Does he have 5? I guess he has 5 carries. 5 carries already. That's
all.
awesome.
It's spread around nicely. Yeah. We've had 2 interceptions, field goal, a TD. We've had rushing. We've had passing.
We're getting it all. We're getting it all. Yeah. We're going to get there.
Smoke them down. That's what smoke them down now.
They could get close. We need a couple little screens to Cordero. That would be nice. Just get that out of the way.
The quicker they get in the field goal territory, the better.
Exactly. And don't forget, Cordero Patterson was drafted by the Vikings. He's got a little revenge thing here. They kind of used him weird. So, there's a little revenge narrative there as well. So.
There's plenty banana eating lessons.
Yeah, there is. I mean, they love it, man. Come for the game, stay for the bananas, man.
You wait until I get munching on the apples. And the thing is, I'm a bit scared of me tangerines because I was going to always go for clementines, like the satsumas. But the ones here, the mandarins, they've got dirty great pips in them, and not 3 or 4. I reckon that if I could go, about 8 pips would come out. You know what I mean? That's a pain in the ass when you have pips in your orange.
Yeah, I didn't even know that could happen.
Yeah.
Cordero, 6 carries for 25 yards right now.
There we go. And the one catch for 9 yards? Is that right?
Yep. He's doing it.
We need a couple more catches. I like the beer counter over there. It takes a lot of beer. This is not Jameson. I can drink Corona all day. I've been surviving that for, we all have for most of us.
What was the Nick Foles rush prop tonight? 1 yard?
Well, I tell you what, if it was 3 yards, he didn't want to get it, did he? Because he could have, if he was brave here, he could have. He's unbelievable. He stumbled further than he ran.
It's funny, like he should have got that easy. There's a couple plays yesterday watching the Steelers game, like Big Ben's out of the pocket, like, dude, run 15 yards. Like, dude, he can't move.
Yep.
Turns into a throwaway instead of a 15-yard run.
There was that play last night too, Lamar Jackson.
Oh, what a great
I thought
throw.
that could have changed the game, and he had 30 yards of open field.
Watch this. We like this.
You caught it.
That is nice.
Okay.
Good old Cole Kmet.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
He's done great here. I thought they had him.
Yeah.
He's kept it going. And then look at this little sidearm. Well, he could have been done for holding as well, though, the defender.
Look at Nick Foles, super athletic.
Kmet, that was a great play, son.
I think it was for Robinson too.
He was, you're right. And he weren't never going to get there because he was all, it might have been PI.
All right, let's do it. Let's move this football here. All right, Foles got 70 yards. Got to get him around $125, $130 by the half. Come on.
Kyle, you look drunk. Jesus, he looks
Already?
new today.
God, yeah, I was young.
Struggling already.
I mean, I freaking put wrinkle cream on. Come on, the bags are gone, the wrinkles are gone. Let's go. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny.
What was the first half tonight? 2.5? I didn't even see the first half line.
First half was 24.
No, to the side.
Spread for the side.
Probably 2.5, I suppose, maybe.
I didn't even look at it. I usually do, but I didn't.
Yeah, because you couldn't pick the winner, could you?
No, I ended up going the Bears because I don't trust Kirk Cousins, but it wasn't. I didn't feel great about it. I didn't feel great about either side, honestly.
And what about the Steelers? Hubert saying, "Don't talk about the Steelers." I mean, 9-0. Jesus,
come on!
Good yesterday too.
Hey, and you remember that show we did way back, and we talked about the best value sitting there on the board for a division winner. The Steelers were like plus 275 or something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't have
or it might have been even higher. And we talked. That's the best value on the board.
They got it easy too.
Yeah. And yeah, it's basically a done deal, barring some sort of catastrophic injury. I mean, that Thanksgiving game will be important for Baltimore if they can win that game and get it to 2 games and split the season. Maybe something, but I mean, now
there's a sack. 7 minutes to get my field goal.
Damn.
No.
Come on.
Lock them up.
No. At least we're going to get Bailey back. Where's one sack anyway? Just another 4.
That's right. What do we need? 4 more?
4 more.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the longer they take.
See, in this game, the Bears they've had so many different combinations at the offensive line. It was a great call, blitz. They were not prepared for it at all.
Jailbreak. No, that was a jailbreak.
They did get healthy tonight. 2 of their linemen came back tonight, so that was good for them. But you're right; they still haven't played together all that much. But it was good for them to get healthy tonight, for sure.
Their Rockies come out with a good one. Who goes to the Super Bowl? Do we think Chiefs and the NFC is wide open? I mean, Chiefs and Rams.
it keeps changing, right? We would have said after last week, right? We're on the Saints. Now you got Drew Brees with a collapsed lung, right? What do you do about how long is he going to be out for? Will they be able to still make it? I would think the Saints are still the most complete team in the NFC, them, Tampa Bay. You just can't. It's hard to trust Jared Goff. It really is. I like the Rams. We talked about that first show we did too. Like the Rams stuck out like a sore thumb.
About a month ago, 33-1.
I mean, it's not bad. It's even though Pittsburgh's 9-0, it's hard to say they beat the Chiefs. It's hard to think of a team beating the Chiefs.
No, I didn't even because I love what the Pittsburgh Steelers do. I think their offensive line is decent. They have enough wide receivers, and Big Ben's playing well. But I just can't stand James Conner at running back. Like he gives you nothing. Can you imagine them with a young running back that was explosive with Big Ben? Like he used to have like Fast Willie Parker back in the day. Like they used to really get up and down the field at running back. James Conner, like even with Le'Veon Bell, like one of those big time explosive running backs. James Conner is a slug, man.
DeAndre Swift would be the guy that you would want.
I mean, put Swift on the Steelers, and it's a completely different dynamic. They get nothing out of James Conner. Like, oh well, he had a couple 100-yard games early in this game. Watch him run and be like, nothing explosive comes out of it ever. And if they had that, that would be wild, man.
Can you imagine the build-up if the Bucks get to the Super Bowl?
Oh, good Lord.
The NFL would love that, man.
Have a ring on his finger.
Bucks, Chiefs, Brady, Mahomes.
What did we say yesterday? Ronald Jones, just get him the football and let him run wild, and you will put up points. Man, I guess they listen to the show. I guess they will. Finally. But they still don't. They still don't do it enough. They got Mike Evans involved a little bit too. They look good. That I felt pretty good about that one. That was one of the that was a moneymaker yesterday.
Yeah, but you say that, and then you see what the Saints did to the Bucks. You see what the Bucks did here against the Bears.
Yeah, exactly. 1 week you think you know everything about all the teams, and then the games happen, and you're like, "Shit, I don't know anything."
The Patriots and the Ravens. Come on now.
I mean,
I thought it was a 2-touchdown game.
I was so frustrated by that. I was gonna have a nice 4-2 week in the pick six. Everything was easy, and then I'm looking like, why can't we stop Jacoby Meyer? Why can't we stop Damian Harris, an injured Damian Harris?
He went for 125, didn't he?
Yeah, he looked really good.
Yeah,
and Burke was good too.
Like you should be able to play 9 in the box against New England.
Come on, my boy. That's what we wanted. That's it. We got the screen. We got the screen.
To Dalvin Cook?
Yeah.
There we go. So he's already over. He's at 3 catches.
Oh, he didn't get his long catch, though. He wouldn't have got that. Damn it. Stay in bounds.
That's exactly the way we saw it happen.
Yeah.
He's had 3 completions. So that's a good start for the 2.5s.
Yep.
I think he gets 10 here. Maybe 11. Maybe 12.
Let's see here.
Oh, no. They
remember him coming out in the draft, man. God, I wanted the Eagles to take Dalvin Cook so bad. And he just snapped him up just ahead of him, man. Oh.
Yeah, man. Laughing me ass off the Ravens lost. Yeah, I was like that as well because obviously I don't want him anywhere near the Chiefs.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook's got 3 catches now. So he's hit that 2.5.
Done, yeah.
So we need two catches. 2 catches for 10 yards, and that parlay hits right there. So that's good. Now we need some field goals.
Yeah, the field goal is a must.
And a few sacks.
So we got 1st and 10 here. I need some field goals out of the squad.
Yeah.
Matriculate the ball downfield.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is they're completing. So they're actually, even though they're only going for like 7 or 8 yards, they're not actually stopping the clock. So
no big plays, no real big plays yet, like deep downfield shots.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one throw that Cousins missed was a deep ball.
Yeah.
Completely missed.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah, and he had a great.
That's why they're game planning like this. It's been a solid game plan so far to keep Cousins.
I mean, there's a lot between Derrick Henry and Cook. They're 2 different types of runners, but yeah, I mean they're the number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, if you give him a start of like 3 or 4 yards, he's going to hurt you, Derrick Henry.
Exactly. I don't know that Derrick Henry's better than Dalvin Cook, though.
They're 2 different types. One's a
they're just
downhill runner.
Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to pick and choose. I mean, they're two awesome backs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Dalvin Cook. I mean, you could say Dalvin Cook gives you more explosive plays, but then you get King Henry, which
I mean, I've watched him go 99 yards. Didn't he go 99 yards last year? 98 yards. I'm like, okay.
Did you see him accelerated after about 60 of them?
Right. Exactly.
It was like,
you're not supposed to be that big and run that fast, man. Not supposed to.
And certainly more durable, right? Dalvin Cook's had his injury issues. Derrick Henry, not so much. So,
okay, what are we on? Halfway now? Just nearly halfway. We're taking.
Yep. Come on, yeah, we need. That'd be nice to get a field goal here. Come on.
Let's make it easy. And my fantasy team's looking good. Justin Jefferson, 8 for 33, no big deal. Nick Foles, nothing. So they're not getting to 34. That's good.
All right, moving it, matriculating the football down the field. Let's go.
Yeah, come on, get yourselves into field goal range and then stall. Yeah, the problem I have with the Seals.
Yeah, no one-handed catches, man. Enough of that.
Yeah, come on.
The problem I have with the Seahawks is they can't stop anyone. And when you get into their playoffs, you need to have some kind of D. I mean, listen, the Chiefs, you throw them out the window because they'll find a way. But that's why the Titans did so well last year.
Yeah, well, the Chiefs have a good secondary. The Seahawks have the worst.
I think the Chiefs got an underrated defense. Yeah, they actually have.
They do. Bashaud Breeland is a legit shutdown corner. Charvarius Ward's a little bit weak, but they have a good secondary. They did last year as well.
Their big problem last year, boys. They didn't start games. They were asleep in most of the first quarters, and they were giving teams leads. Yep. They were 14
twice in the playoffs. Actually, 3 times in the playoffs. Count the Super Bowl.
Trust me, I lived through that.
They were dropping 5-yard sloppy guy. I was like, whoa. And I was on the Texans, as you know, and I was crying.
That's
4th and 2 on my own 42.
Although I did love the Titans in the AFC title game for faking that punt. I really loved that. So
that killed me. That killed me.
That got me the team total. I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Is it Carolina that's called 4 or 5 fake punts already this year?
They play to win, man. They don't.
I think it was Matt Rule. It was their 4th fake punt of the year. It's like, Jesus, you're doing this every 2 games. You're calling a fake punt. I remember back in the day, you could barely do that on video games. You could not call a fake punt when you were playing. It wasn't until Madden 97. They're like, oh yeah, you can run this fake punt. Then it ended up being like a money play that if you ran it, and the guy would run a 7 route and it would complete every time. It was like a broken code, and I think it was Madden 97. But
there was a flea flicker yesterday as well. Was that with Russell Wilson? Just flicked it out to Lockett.
Alex Collins, the handoff to Collins and the flip back.
I love them. I mean, flea flicker's what the Patriots all about. Edelman and the crossfield. And then go deep.
I mean, those last couple of years in New England, he was their best quarterback, wasn't he?
Yeah, most successful. Yeah, best rate.
I mean, Brady's looked good this year. I'll give him that. But
imagine if Brady had caught that one.
Oh, come on.
Taking it to the house, like been perfect. So in a way, I mean, obviously, I want the Eagles to come through, and I want the Eagles to be fit and ready in one, just to have an interest in the playoffs, and then anything can happen.
Especially if there's games canceled. But the fake punt Chiefs play. Okay, it was the Joe Montana on Sega Genesis, Joe Montana Football 93 on Sega Genesis. Yeah, I played them all. But I know there was one on Madden. It might be Madden 98, 97, where the fake punt.
Yeah, I remember Joe Montana.
That Joe Montana on Sega Genesis. I got that for Christmas. Oh my God.
Me too.
I was so excited to get that Sega and Joe Montana.
Who was the play caller and the announcer in Joe Montana Football?
I believe it was what's the college football guy from ABC, the historic guy. I thought it was him.
Hey, what the hell is his name? Keith Jackson.
Yeah, Keith Jackson. Thank you. That's who I think it was. It was Keith Jackson.
There's only 2 minutes to go.
Look at his flash. A quick half here. Yeah.
It was a timeout.
They took a timeout at 2:13, so now we get the extended timeout again.
38. We're looking at a 55-yarder at the moment.
Are they that close? Are they close enough for that? Oh, they
38.
Yeah, they're close now. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, good. It was Keith Jackson. They verified that in there. Also, good tight end for your Eagles back in the day, right? You probably loved Keith Jackson, the tight end back then as well, right?
Come on.
Did he go to Green Bay as well? I think he played in Green Bay.
Give me another 10 yards and then
He went to the Dolphins too. Yeah.
Don't go big. Good boy, and you've got yardage. Oh, break, don't bend. That's what the Bears have gone for there. Good lads. We love that. I love break, don't bend.
It's so crazy rooting for field goals, right?
Yep, exactly.
That was exactly what we ordered. Like for the waiter, I'll have a nice Chateaubriand.
Yep.
Bend.
You got typical NFL. You get a long commercial, one play, long commercial. Love it. I love this sport.
Come on, don't be messing about with no 15-yarders. Come on, Jefferson, you're a young pup. Come on.
Yeah, we don't need any more out of Justin Jefferson either. That's enough of that nonsense. Like, luckily, Nick Foles have 2 fantasy points, 1, so that's good. Fantastic.
Come on.
Keep it low.
Kevin Mack on the Browns, LAV says. But I'll tell you, when I was a kid growing up, I used to think it was all like every time Cleveland came on, I loved it, man. Old dingy Municipal Stadium and just the dog pound and the brown uniforms, Metcalf, all those boys, Frank Minifield, Bernie Kosar, Webster Slaughter.
Terry Metcalf. Yeah.
No, it was Eric. Was it Eric Metcalf?
Eric Metcalf. Terry Metcalf was Terry Metcalf also
played
for the Browns, but it was his son, Eric Metcalf, number 21. And he was
so good.
And the games that would let you do the
Brian Brennan was the white wideout. I love that.
Yeah. Change the depth chart and they'd let you play Eric Metcalf at wide receiver. You're like, thank you. Why is he my 4th string running back and I can't move him? All I can do. Yeah, I used to love Eric Metcalf back in the day. But his dad, Terry Metcalf, I believe, also played for the Browns. But
it was never sunny. It was always cloudy. It was always snow, and the field looked like it had no grass. That was just a wonderful time.
How long have we got until college basketball starts?
25th. It's supposed to, Flash.
What, day before Thanksgiving?
I think so.
Wednesday, yeah? So we have to start getting our futures in.
God, I couldn't even tell you what the hell's going on in college basketball.
No, either could I.
No, I mean, there's so many that are not going to be getting involved.
Yeah.
The Webster Slaughter name drop, by the way, that's fantastic. Number 84, I believe, for them.
They were so much fun. I love that team. I did. I because you always had that. Because I was a big Dolphins fan growing up. Obviously, I like the Eagles, but you always had that AFC CBS game that would come on late, and I just be like, those teams were so much fun to watch. And Monday Night Football live from Cleveland is just cool stuff.
I was the Houston Oilers. I love my AFC team.
Talking of the Browns, they're 6-3.
Yeah. They're soon to be 6-4 though. So this is what it is.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Jesus. Yeah. No.
Elliot V, Flash. I'm feeling the shirt. What shirt?
There you go. Flash loves it. Stylish, man.
I'm not betting again on another NFC East team the rest of the year unless it's not going to happen. Never again. I don't care if they're playing each other. I don't care if it's Jesus Christ quarterbacking for the Cowboys against,
I think you could go with the Dolphins over the Patriots.
Dolphins got something to them, man. I'm tired of looking at them each week saying, well, the rookie can't do this or that, man. That whole team plays, man.
No, I'm saying NFC.
Why are you doing this?
That's easy. AFC East, yeah.
No.
This week, I'm trying to look at this 9 parlay.
Oh! Is that Khalil? Wow. That dude is an athlete. Oh,
was that sack number 2?
No, the interception.
No. Wow.
Damn it, I'm on commercial break still.
Bears team total. Come on.
Oh, yeah, and field goal.
He
didn't take it back. He took it back a good 20, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Now they're out about midfield now.
We got to get these damn field goals out of. It's weird rooting for field goals.
Oh my God, it was a bang bang. It was a bang bang. Was it Thielen?
It was Thielen's fault. Yeah,
it was Thielen. That's a perfect pass.
Oh no! Please don't say you stepped out of bounds.
Is it a perfect pass?
Around the 50. I want to see he's up around the 50. Flash.
Is it another turnover by Kirk Cousins in primetime because he bleeping sucks in primetime? That's right.
That wasn't his fault though, man. But we'll hang
1 minute 50. No, yeah, it was in. But hang on. Let's bring a bit of sense and sensibility here. You got like 1 minute 50 to go. Yep. Why are you throwing it? Dalvin Cook, hand it off. If you get more yards, bonus. If you don't, you go in 10-3 up.
Yep.
Exactly. Why are you giving it the opportunity? I don't see the sense in this. Obviously, I'm looking for field goals, so I want it to be looked after. Unbelievable.
Come on, Nick. I need some yards out of Nick. And I get some points out of the Bears.
Let's go to Cordero.
That's good.
That's
good. We like this now. We like this. That's it. Come on. Worst case scenario.
Ooh.
Come on.
Let's get some points, Bears.
You're right, Elliot. Should have run it. Of course, you should have run it. You should only run it. Just close them down now. Vikings.
Let's go, Bears.
Just a field goal. That's all we ask. Field goal range, we're in.
And that's why Ryan Nall shouldn't be in the game. So.
Yeah, he's
that's so stupid.
If you want to call it in the game, yeah.
Yeah. No, listen, S. King says needs to be a late touchdown from Foles. Stop with that touchdown business. We want a field goal.
We want we're already Foles in society.
We don't want him. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking. 3rd and 10. And now it'll be a run play because they don't want to be giving up the opportunity to go in 7-6.
Come on.
We're going to have an opportunity here, boys. We're going to have an opportunity. I'm either going to be shaking my head or I'll be shaking my head. Right, here we go.
Come on.
3rd and 10. Right, let's get it into the middle. It's got to be a little into the middle.
The blitz has been effective.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be getting sacked. Don't be getting outside field goal range. An idiot. Don't be going for the Hail Mary neither. Come on, bring it.
Drop it off to Cordero Patterson. Quick little.
Good boys.
8
No
yards.
flags. No flags. 4th and 10. Come on, Davey. Come on, Davey. Come on.
It's Cairo Santos.
I don't understand that play call. I don't even understand.
No.
Jinx Cairo Santos because he will miss. Bears kick.
What were them words that just come out? Have a drop of Jameson's.
No, I'm just saying, don't jinx him. Don't jinx
him. There's nothing I can do now. He's either going to get it or not. I've asked for 2 field goals. And with 40 seconds to go, this is the opportunity for a second field goal. If he misses,
I'm rooting for Cairo Santos.
Look at them flags. Look at the flags on top.
Oh, come on,
Davey, my boy. I'm just going to leave you. I'm leaving you with the nap of the night. Plus 110. All right? I'm leaving you with the nap of the night. Thank you very much. The banker is in.
Yes. Well, I just don't want it to get jinxed. I'm very superstitious.
No, man. No.
It's very nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking my arse. There you go. Nerves. Save them for someone that gives a fuck.
And there we go.
Right. I'm just going to go and stretch my legs now because the job has been done. See you in a minute, boys. Jay, are you staying or what? Or you paid by the word?
I'm out of half. You guys get Kelsey instead of me.
Yes, 9:30 Flash. We closed down for COVID in New Jersey. He's got to go.
Get out of here. Yeah,
exactly. It's curfew.
Got all these damn excuses.
Have we got Kelsey tonight?
Yeah, you get Kelsey instead.
Halftime. Yep, coming on at the half.
Oh, Jay and Flash, before you go, Jay, they're asking who we got in the KBO game. We're going to go with the Bears?
No, I just let's say the under because
just go the under.
Yeah.
Is it with a Dinos or Dino?
Dinos and Bears are playing. It's going to be.
Is there any umbrellas needed?
I'm not entirely sure what the weather is supposed to be.
Don't be getting sloppy now because
we've
got listen, Jay, it's great to see you, mate. Thanks for everything, and I'll see you next week.
Of course.
All right, thank you. Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks.
I guess everybody's leaving. It's going to be me. Donnie walks away.
The Vikings still have a chance to score here, so I'm not leaving at all because I have the Vikings -3, get a field goal, they're up 4, so I'll be happy with that going into half. So I'm still rooting for the Vikings to potentially score a field goal here and get Flash's 3rd field goal for no reason because he doesn't need it. But he still does. He still does. He has over 4.5.
That's what over. And did he have over 6 points as well too for one of the?
So he can. Was it for Bailey or was it for Santos or for both? I don't remember.
Shit, I can't remember. He's always yelling at me.
So we're going for another field goal here. We'll see how much trust they have in Cousins, but still 45 seconds. Still,
I trust
2 timeouts. I would go for it. You have the receivers to do something. So It wasn't also that throw wasn't his fault. So he's been on point. I would pressure. I'd go for it.
Yeah, he's actually been pretty sharp. That was not his fault, but I love to. Anytime he gets in there, I can't stand Kirk Cousins. First of all, it's another K name and it's a better name. Kirk is obviously tougher than Kyle, like Captain Kirk. It's there's just all these cool things about that name. And I hate the way he plays. I'll never forget that game. He finally beat a good team against. He was in Washington and he's screaming in the locker room. Shut the hell up. Yeah, you like that? You like that? Shut up, Kirk Cousins, you idiot. Get the hell out of here.
I mean, we all loved it though. So
yeah, I mean,
we did like it.
I'm pretty sure
I Giants fan, we got Eagles.
So. Yeah. It's it's just. I just have a thing with Kirk Cousins, and I was glad the 49ers didn't pay him, $100 million. Instead, we gave it to Jimmy Garoppolo, who probably sucks even worse. So
if he's healthy, I think they'll be fine because they have such a good running game when they're all look. They're just not healthy, right? So they'll be fine.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, Jimmy G.
You think Kirk Cousins is better than Jimmy G?
Yeah, I think he's more talented as a quarterback.
I don't agree.
Oh, really?
I think Jimmy G. Yeah. But you gotta give him time though. He hasn't had a full career yet. He's kind of just getting started, but the injuries are killing him. So. But if he can stay healthy, I think he's way better. Yeah.
If you put Kirk Cousins last year on the 49ers, I think they win the Super Bowl easy.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you say that? Oh, that's
like that.
Well, that wasn't smart.
Yeah, that's just.
Damn, now we're just going to run the clock out.
Yeah, it's over.
Right,
I thought maybe they'd go for it.
Bears, 2 touchdowns, second half Bears. That's what we need.
They're content with the lead. They're just going to take the lead in half. It is what it is.
Yeah, so Bears, you covered the first half. If you had that, you hit the under easily. And it looks like a decent second half. Yeah, they're just taking this to the half. So
yeah.
In and out. So I guess maybe Kirk Cousins is Jimmy Garoppolo with just taking it to the half.
Jimmy Garoppolo is way more handsome, by the way, too, and a better black book. Let's just get that.
Really, look what team does this though. I mean, honest to God, right? So you got Kirk Cousins, you got 49 seconds, you got 2 timeouts. So you say we're going to hand it off, and if he doesn't get anything, we're going to take it to the half. Why? Because we don't trust our quarterback one bit. Congratulations.
Yep. I don't blame him. Don't blame him. He sucks.
All right, Radowitz, in and out tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
I appreciate you guys.
Hey, follow Jason, by the way. KTO. I'm telling you, nobody knows more about Korean baseball. I swear to God, it's not even close.
It got hard. It got hard in the playoffs, but the under just kept hitting. So all the unders.
There you go. Take the unders.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Good luck with the rest of the way.
Awesome, brother.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Cheers, Jay. Take care, mate. Keep doing them weights.
And he's in and out. In just a few moments, we will have Kelsey Kramer joining us at the half. Let's see who she's placing wagers on for the second half here. What's your guess, Kyle?
Probably Vikings. She's going to take Kirk Cousins because she knows it pisses me off, so she's probably going to take the Vikings.
Jersey or no jersey tonight for her?
Ooh,
topless.
Damn,
I don't know if we're allowed to say that. I think we get kicked off the air for that.
Flashes last night on the air, so maybe.
Who would have guessed? The check mark on the channel would be from Flash, not from me. There we go.
No, sorry. The words came out of my mouth like you're my ventriloquist. He was
I think it's fair. I mean,
somehow tomorrow that will be attributed to Kyle, so don't worry about it.
Yes.
Without a doubt. Yeah. He private messaged me.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
We got halftime. Anybody got some halftime lines up that we could take a look at? It looks like for the full game, Minnesota Vikings -3 and over 34 and a half. 34 and a half?
Oh, we're sitting at 13 right now. Let's see. I'm still going to take the Bears +2. I think the Bears win this outright. I'm going to take the Bears +2.5 and take the Bears money line. In fact, I'm going to put a Bears money line bet in right now just so you guys. Shit.
Toasty.
I'm going to
143.
What's the total?
35.5.
35?
It's at 13 right now, so it's tough.
Yeah.
No,
here she is.
They've both moved the ball really well.
Hello.
Hello.
Fun game.
Very good. Who do you have tonight? Any pick sixes? Who did you have on this? Anything?
I have the Vikings.
Yep, me too.
-2.5.
All do, except Kyle.
I think I got it at -3, right? I think.
I got 2.5. Yeah, that's what I got. I'm hoping.
The thing is, we've had 3 interceptions. Both guys have moved the ball.
I got the Bears. Kirk Cousins sucks in the second half. Kirk Cousins is a letdown. He's a primetime choker. 0-9 on Monday Night Football. The trend continues. Bleep Kirk Cousins is what I say.
Foles can't score. Bleep Foles.
Well, I don't like Nick Foles either.
We need 30 points out of Foles and a Bears loss. That's the goal for this game.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the good thing is you're on 6 points. The 2 touchdowns takes you over the 19 anyway.
Yes. Yep. That's what I need.
What we need is 2 more catches to Cordero Patterson. 2 more catches and like 9 yards receiving. Let's go. I mean, let's get that.
Baby, a couple of field goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
We're nice. We're happy with that.
Kelsey, were you at the game yesterday?
I was not. Everyone keeps asking that. I missed it. I'm sad. But I did go back and rewatch the Hail Mary.
Are you sure? Because I heard you were hanging out with Zane Gonzalez and like motivated all of his field goals.
I was at work.
Me and Zane
But
Gonzalez.
is that not part of work, hanging out with the stars?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, Flash. It's a running joke. I said Zane Cokes, and now it's like.
Oh, no. She somehow changed Zane Gonzalez's career. He turned into like the best kicker in the league yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God he was on my fantasy team. Fantastic.
Kelsey, was that a lad that works with you, doesn't know anything about sports or doesn't watch sports?
Wait, that works. No. I met this guy at the dog park, my neighbor.
Right.
Watched sports, and I'm like, it's so
He's
cool.
a neighbor?
My neighbor, yeah. I'm like, it's so cool living out here because games come on so much earlier. And like he just gave me this awkward like look, and then he goes, "I don't watch sports."
Wow, don't be not.
He's making inroads. Like,
sugar or milk. He's
my wife
obviously
would like that guy. My wife would have loved him. Like, you don't talk sports. Oh my God,
Yeah, I'm taking half a shit right now.
Exactly.
That's the nicest thing anybody's ever told me is they don't watch sports. That's what my wife will tell me.
The nicest thing.
I mean, are they human? I mean, how old was he?
Probably he just turned 30 actually.
Jeez.
Wow.
Right?
He's had 30 years of no sport. He must be like 85 himself.
I don't know what he does.
No, you don't want to know.
His YouTube videos because he's always telling me to watch YouTube videos, and I'm like,
Oh, great. sounds
like I'm on YouTube videos, dude.
to go watch this video of Koreans trying American barbecue for the first time, and it's really cool because their reaction. And then they talk about how they got over to America, but I'm like, who just looks that up?
No, he sounds like he could talk a glass eye to sleep.
They just keep talking. That's they save.
I know a guy with a glass eye. I call him Lucky.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Jesus.
Dude, I really do. I'm very close with him. And the one glass
Well, it's
eye.
lucky to only have one eye. How about that?
There's actually another story about me and glass eyes, but we cannot talk about this in the air. It's not allowed to be talked about. It has to be off the air. And if my mom was in the chat, she would tell the story. And it's a true story. I was 15, and weird things happen when you party without clothes on. When you're 15.
There you go. Darren McCardle's correct. And need 2 touchdowns from Chicago. Yes.
That's $7 tonight.
Yeah, Darren McCardle's big money tonight.
We don't get any of that. Flash gets it all.
Yeah.
But $7 in Costa Rica, that'll get me like a bottle of agua.
Yep.
It's not bad. Like I'm going to send Flash my PayPal afterwards. I want my cut. Let's go.
Flash hits
I
the
sent someone $250 on PayPal, and they only received $232.
Yep.
What do you know about that? I mean, what goes on there? Someone's whipped away $18 in like.
It's over. PayPal takes out like a percentage if you're sending it from overseas.
Oh, okay.
Like
there you go. That's my
No one's in Costa Rica.
How about my dad was gambling the other week? Whatever. He was gambling the other week, and he sent his buddy. Well, he thought he sent his buddy the money, and it ended up going to like some girl my age. And
that wasn't a mistake. He's just lying now.
Wait.
He wouldn't give it back. So then he was like, all right, my buddies and I will just come over to your house and pick it up. And he got the cops called.
Oh my God. Really?
My family, the cop family, so they knew my dad, and everything got solved. But if they didn't know my dad, it probably would have been bad.
Yeah.
I love all of that.
You grew up in PA and Pennsylvania? Where?
So I spent half my life in Georgia and then half in Pennsylvania and Mechanicsburg. But my dad's from PA, my mom's from Tennessee, so that's where
Gotcha.
that runs in.
Your
But
mum wears the trousers.
Mom's not in the picture, so Kenny does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's like I'm raising him now, so it's funny how
let Flash roll.
I was being grounded all the time for stupid things, and I grew up to find out what my dad's really like. I'm like, how in the world did I not rebel?
Wait, you didn't rebel? You're dating the kicker for the Arizona Cardinals.
It's true. Yep.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, you changed his entire career.
I would never date
Oh, no, don't say you're hexing him.
like a bench warmer, you know?
Oh, I hate
Why would I go to kicker?
I don't know. I hate kickers so much. I was disappointed to hear about it, but he did help my fantasy football team this week.
You were disappointed to hear about Kelsey dating a kicker?
Well, yeah, kickers. I don't like kickers, Flash.
But he's part of the family now. He's like an in-law to us.
That's true. We could probably bring him on the show. We could talk about, coming up short like he always does.
Oh, no, stop it. Come on.
I mean, he did miss a 48-yard field goal short to lose a football game.
So bad.
Well, we're cheering him on now anyway.
But then he
They got a good game Thursday.
Yeah, then he played well on Sunday. Who do they have Thursday?
The Seahawks.
Catching 3.5 from the Seahawks. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Battle, though, right?
What's the insider information on
Well,
that?
that'll be an overs game. What's the number? Is the number about 53, Donnie?
58. How about that one?
Yeah, I knew it'd be a bit.
Whoa.
58 for an NFL game, man.
But on Thursday night, I think that's an easy under, honestly, on Thursday night.
Tyler Lockett's banged up too. Didn't practice today with a knee injury.
Do we know what the weather's like?
Time it was like 60.
Yeah, it was high. It was a 63. It was 34-31.
There's a massive weather front coming in from Honduras and Nicaragua at the moment for us. We've got like maybe a Category 4 hurricane.
You got to get the Escazoo. You got to get the Escazoo there, Flash.
Yeah. Wait, where you guys are, there's a Category 4?
Yeah, it's coming tomorrow. It's just north of us.
I don't like natural disasters at all. All of them scare the shit.
But the thing is, there was one 2 weeks ago, and this one is going to be 10 miles away from where the last one hit.
You got earthquakes all the time down there.
Oh yeah, earthquakes. I mean, I had one the other night that really rattled. And my girlfriend, and I went back to sleep, and the girlfriend rang me because she was working down in the south and said, "Is everything okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, it just woke me up." It was like, yeah, but there was a big earthquake because she gets the alerts on her phones. And she said the epicenter was in San Jose. And I went, yeah, obviously it rattled and we shook a bit for about 5, 8, 10 seconds. But then I went back to sleep until you woke me. And then she called me heartless. Yes, Camden Church. Flash, is there any chance Chicago comes back? Well, they've got nothing to come back to. It's 7-6. It's a tight game.
Chicago's going to win this game. Write it down. Kirk Cousins is going to choke.
As long as they get 20, they could do whatever the hell they want out here.
Write it down.
I mean, what price are they at the moment? Plus 120?
138
on DraftKings.
By the way, can you tell that I use the eye puff cream that I ordered? Does it make me look younger under the eyes?
I thought Carl was going to say that he's been practicing.
Yeah, I ordered an eye. It's a midlife crisis. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I ordered this eye stuff, and it's supposed to make me look younger.
You don't just tell people that.
I'm an open book. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
You know, who cares?
Kyle's only 24 years old. He's a little
Right.
I look 24? I must look 24, right?
I'm going to get a load of that stuff for Christmas.
He's been down in the mines his whole life. It's tough.
He does look like that when he hasn't had a shave, though, doesn't he? He looks like the only hobo in town.
Yow!
Any new dates, Kyle?
No new dates. I had that one scare when we talked about that a little bit.
Whoa, share it then. Come on. What do you know, Kelsey? We don't. Come on.
She know.
Is she a kicker for the men like a football team?
Yep.
She packed the bags.
She listened to
Megan repeat.
Nose tackle.
It was a scary situation. She didn't want to leave that much. Got rid of her though. Have not answered the things, but I just did this just because of the midlife crisis. And the funny thing about the beard is I actually thought I had a different guard on there. And then I started shaving it, and I look, I'm like, oh shit.
Look, it suits you, mate. No, it seriously suits you. It's the cleanest and this is the best I've seen you look. I mean, not quite as like crushed.
We haven't Flash. We didn't have too many chat box people say, "Boy, Kyle looks like he just woke up drunk." So this is.
I know, but I mean, I want to see how many he is.
This has been the best halftime segment we've ever had on this show.
Yeah,
right
now you're like, what the hell are they talking about? Well,
not even close. Not even close.
Well, I'm 50 soon, boys, so I'm probably going to have a party for one.
Well, it's fine.
Lockdown, isn't it? It's a great excuse.
Chelsea gave you the stud muffin status of our show long, long ago.
I know, bro.
Yep.
Come on.
Speaking of stud muffin, he's probably out for Falcons this week. That's good. A little bit.
Yeah, Falcons got a shot this week. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that,
I
Flash?
don't give him that much credit.
Offer buy.
I mean, it's Jameis Winston, right? How many turnovers are you going to get from Jameis this weekend?
Some crab legs out there, distracted.
It looks so high here.
Yeah.
The Saints uniform did not fit at all, man. It didn't fit my eye at all.
It's weird.
But you got to need to have turnovers.
Bears first ball here. I need some Nick Foles yards. I need to wrap up this Cordell Patterson total too pretty soon.
Yeah, let's get the Cordero thing done like right now. Couple catches to Cordero Patterson.
34 yards. He needs. He got 41.5 plus 100.
Just enjoy this then. Just enjoy this. Cordell Patterson.
I know. Why can't I use this, Flash? Why can't I use this play?
You know what I mean?
Whoa! Get it! Yeah!
I'm not even play yet. Is it Cordell? It must be Cordell Patterson, right?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, baby.
Was it a pass?
All right.
Was it a reception?
No, return.
Kickoff, man.
Oh, did he take it to the house?
He's housed that thing.
He didn't even knock on the door. Yeah. He walked round the back and let himself in.
Oh, man, that's good.
That's good for the Bears winning this football game, too.
That's good for my team total. That is not good for Foles over, so that hurt me.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, though. Number 86.
I'll take that any day. I got more money on the team total anyway, so that's all.
Number 86 for the Bears gets away with illegal push in the back.
Kelsey, how excited
were you to watch this?
Right there?
What?
Were you very excited for that play right there?
I missed it. Am I behind? Nothing happened.
I'm behind too. Yay!
I'm like, what are we looking at?
You still watch
I just watched it. The kickoff return for a touchdown. Did you see it?
I'm literally just.
Kelsey's got below deck on. She's not even watching the football game.
I am.
She is. No, they splash the pot on me all the time, so it's awesome that you.
I do like Cole Kmet for the Bears because he's a Notre Dame guy.
Oh, there you go.
Have you been watching that?
Yeah, how do you like Notre Dame? Let's get it. How did you like Notre Dame, by the way? Where'd this come into play?
I was born into it. None of my family went there, but they grew up Catholic. I grew up Catholic, but I don't really follow that anymore. I'm more non-denominational now.
Isn't Kyle Rudolph a Notre Dame guy too from Minnesota?
Yes, absolutely.
Weren't he and Mike Golick Jr. like best friends or something like that?
I don't know that.
He was good coming out of Notre Dame. He's made a lot of money in the pros, though.
Hey, I used to love Notre Dame because I was a Joe Montana guy, obviously, for the 49ers. And Joe Montana, the hypothermia game where he comes back and wins it. I mean, come on. This is
I was 24 when Joe Montana
was I was 41, just Just
getting a GED. Yeah.
That's why I tell people I'm 54 I look fantastic for 54. I look terrible for my own age, but great for 54.
Do you have saga holidays in America for the over 65s? You start getting them catalogs through the post.
What?
They're called saga. You know, they all go on the bus. They all take their sandwiches and that. Listen to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 12 pips in that orange. That's fucking offensive.
so how he's mad about the pips in the
Oh, it's rude.
No banana.
You should be able to eat the orange in peace, knowing that there's no pips going to choke you. And not only that, I thought maybe 8, 50% more, 12.
That's why you got to get the cuties.
The Satsumas.
Tiny ones, yeah. Yep.
Satsumas.
Easy to peel.
I got the easy pills. That's what I'm saying. They're like wolf in sheep's clothing. A nice, easy pill, but then they get you.
How do you get less pips in your oranges? I don't know how to.
Well, you get the oranges don't have no pips. The Satsumas have no pips.
I didn't know.
I've got clementines or.
Well, I'm calling them pips from now on. For the rest of my life.
They're called cuties. They're tiny.
Yeah. I thought they were just seeds. So cuties and pips. I've never even heard these terms before.
There you go. You learned something new.
There you go. At the age of 54, you're learning something new.
It's amazing. Yeah, I'm calling them pips and cuties from now on. I'm going to seem so smart and so cultured. I'm happy about it. I'm like, cultured. Yeah, cultured. I feel like pips is a British thing, right? My best friend is
Tim's Cup.
Yeah. Pips. You know, we're Tottenham Hotspurs fans. You know, we do that. Come on, all you Spurs. We do the chant.
Boys.
Yeah, we get hammered and do that for sure.
Good.
Well, that's a nice catch.
My next door neighbors are Indian, and they're so nice. And it was Diwali last week.
Yeah, it's Diwali, sure.
They had us over on Saturday night for food. Oh my God, I ate like I'd been living with Carl for months. Honest to God, I was just like, it's so good Indian food.
So, you ever watch that episode of The Office when they do Diwali?
That's my favorite. Yep. Flash's girlfriend was a cheerleader when they went over.
Right. Yeah, the cheerleader proposes to her.
Great episode, man. Yep.
He's a funny man, isn't he? Is that the American Office or the real one?
The American Office.
American one, yeah.
What real one?
Well, the British Office is the original. It's only 3
Ricky Gervais.
seasons. Ricky Gervais, yes, does a fantastic, and he appears in the American Office as well. Remember, they meet in.
Well, he wrote it. I mean, he gave them the franchise.
Yeah.
Obviously, got Macaulay out of not Macaulay, the lad that's in all the Pirates of the Caribbean and that. You know, the ugly boy,
Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
Ugly boy. I love him.
Oh, you gotta love Johnny, but he's a bit off the rails now, isn't he?
Well, he gets beat up by his girlfriend, yeah, which I'm fine
Well,
with.
listen, don't knock that till you try it.
like no joke, I would let Kelsey punch me in the face like 45 times, no doubt about it.
Oh,
I'm honored.
Right here.
I'll do it. You have a slappable face, so.
yeah.
Oh, damn.
Bonnie, don't agree because I can't imagine.
You have a face that only a mother could love.
Okay, yeah. She used to feed me with a slingshot.
Yeah, chips out oranges,
Mashed potatoes.
Yep, smack me in the face. Sausage links were the ones that hurt the most for some reason. Just smack me right here in the upper lip. Bam, ow.
Hit you with the Jimmy Deans.
Yeah, she hit me with the Jimmy Deans. Thanks, Mom.
Love Jimmy Deans.
Kirk's got.
Okay, so where's my phone? I need it.
I like Kurt. I don't know why you hate him.
Decision time.
That's a ridiculous pass, by the way. What are you doing?
Yeah. Where's he going to go?
Just because Kirk Cousins is garbage.
Yeah, but he's got Kirk Cousins who's dialing up the plays.
Damn, give up the Bears defense, man. How about that? Ooh.
This is
Khalil Mack is a monster, isn't he? Jesus.
Okay, they're going to try him, yeah.
a slappable face, huh? Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you affected
You going for the flash? Flash,
She
you going
means
for
it
this?
too. I actually believe she means that because she is not flinching at all. She truly believes I have a punchable face. Like Kurt Busch and Eli Manning have punchable faces. Are you saying I look like them?
Love it, Donnie. Donnie, you're gonna love it.
I'm upset.
I wouldn't give him that much.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, I do like that flash.
Field goal. We want field goal.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes, I do need two. I need 2 field goals out of Bailey. Let's go. All right, I like this. Cut your hair, brother. Come on.
He did well with the boy as well, Matthews.
Very interesting.
Live lines off the board. Looks like the Bears now going to be a +1 when it comes back up over under 43.5.
I'm getting that value.
No beers tonight, Kelsey, huh?
Guys, I can't drink for a long time. That Thursday night Falcons game killed me.
You had shots. You had some beer.
Water.
Yeah, we saw the shots, but I thought you handled it well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I woke up the next morning. I'm like, I'm so fired from every job ever.
Kyle, yeah.
Trust me. It takes a whole lot more to get fired from here. I've totally.
Well, just go do what Kyle does.
What's Thielen doing out here? I mean, what is Thielen doing? Can he catch? Can he not? Can he catch his one-handers, but not the easy ones?
I know.
Deal here, man.
I'm actually pretty pissed off about that turnover right there. That's nonsense.
No,
this game
we want field goals now.
We have field goals fine, but if they get a touchdown, I'm gonna be pissed.
I gotta speed up. I don't know if I can do this. You guys are
Trust me, I'm always behind these guys. Well, wait.
Is it 30-26 to the Bills?
Kyle's stealing his neighbor's connection right now. He's way behind.
Yeah, I'm watching the Ravens Patriots.
An app, so I don't.
What price are the Cardinals in play, Kelsey?
Huh?
What price are they in play? You've got like 42 seconds to go. You're down 30-26.
Shut up.
The Cardinals, they actually just won that close game and beat Russell Wilson and the Seahawks.
Do you think that was luck? Like, I don't know. It wins a win. It wins a win.
It wins a win, and your boy Zane Gonzalez, I think, had the winning kick, didn't he? In that
Go
game?
Flash. That's what we like, Flash, right there.
Do we though? Is he going to go for it?
No way.
You said I have a hittable face. It's hurtful.
Wow.
She said that to me.
I don't know how Rudolph didn't get the flag there.
I'm gonna let that go.
It's never going away.
You gotta sell it, Flash.
Just like I'm not going to say the whole joke, but the whole basically thing will never go away either. Either is this.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. That's right. Damn right. I'm never letting go of that now. Pissed.
Putting that in my bio, basically.
Okay.
It's a bad first impression. I'm not good at those things, you know.
But the thing is,
there we go.
She only wants to slap your face now you've had a shave. Otherwise, it'd be like smacking a porcupine, and she'll have like loads of needles in her face.
And she'll be even more angry, right? Damn it. Yeah, there's no winning here.
You must see them type of animals though when you go on them walks, Kels.
The night hikes that you go on, you must see all the animals out there.
Gosh, I'm so bad at reading or hearing accents. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Clear,
what part of English do you not understand then?
Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh, so funny.
Hit the like button, by the way, if you're watching. There we go.
I do not go on night hikes anymore.
Dangerous.
It's cougars, isn't it?
You need like a flash.
Mountain lions.
Yeah. Yes. Scorpions, everything.
I've just had a message from SBR saying, "Can you ask Carl to respond to his emails, please?"
Oh, goodness. Looks like tomorrow. Looks like Kelsey's going to co-host tomorrow's show, I guess, huh?
There we go. Yeah, I will be replaced.
That would be awful.
Wait, what the hell did I do this time? That's just like the best behavior I've been on. I'm so confused.
We have a message from our sponsors, Jameson. They're going to pull the plug unless you start drinking.
I've been trying to behave myself. You know, I don't recover as well as I used to. You know, so I have to be better.
Nice.
Just slightly. I'm trying to be 15% less worse than I was last week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm setting the bar low. I'm always an under promiser.
Nope.
Well, yeah. Well, you over deliver now, do you? And yet you won't go back on that second date?
Well, you weren't letting me finish. I wasn't going to say over deliver because that's probably lying as well. So I don't know. You know.
What about this date? What did she look like? Let's be shallow for a couple of minutes. What did she look like? Was she like a 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10?
We're talking about the date. Yeah. Kelsey knows all about this date. Okay.
Roll it from the horse's mouth. Come on.
London 5.
I would say she's an Oregon 7, a California 4.
Okay.
California 4.
Okay. But you had seen her before you'd gone on this date?
Yeah. And listen,
did she send you the pictures?
Yeah.
Going forward.
Yeah. She did.
Did you FaceTime her or anything like that?
Wait, say that. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Did you FaceTime her?
No.
Whoa. So next time, when you're doing the date, have a FaceTime because you can actually see if the photo that she sent you is about 9 years old before she went on an eating binge. Okay,
that's a good call. That's a good call.
Okay, so then you're not going to get tricked. And you're talking from, obviously, I'm telling you from a friend of mine's experience, but I didn't even recognize someone when I went on one about 5 years ago. I was looking around thinking, well, you can't be her. And then that was it. And I left.
It wasn't honestly, what it was that it became difficult to end the date, if you will.
Oh, really?
And,
she wanted to come back,
and she didn't. So I love the show. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's like my favorite show.
I love the show Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
So we came back to my place. I put the show on, and she didn't laugh at the right moment. So she was just trying to trick me and bullshit me, and I wasn't cool with that. And then I went to the bathroom, and she was like, she had her curling iron on my counter. So that was a double dose of.
First night, she brought a curling iron.
Exactly. That's bullshit. You're not doing that at my house. And number two, you need to laugh at the fun. When I put the dentist system on It's Always Sunny, you better be laughing your ass off. If you're not laughing your ass off, you don't have a soul. I still want to hang out with you. Get the hell out of my house. And so that's what I had to do.
Okay. Let's rewind a little bit because you went out on a first date and she's bought her overnight gear. Did you say that you were obviously you can stay at mine if you want?
Well, so you could only do so much here, like going out. So you couldn't stay out super late. So we're like, okay, we'll go have some more drinks at my house. We were going to play Mario Party on the Switch, right? That sounded like fun. I love Mario Party. And, I was just, it was just like a whole thing. And then, so we didn't start playing Mario Party. I put the show on. We're just kind of hanging out, blah, blah, blah.
You're a bundle of laughs. Don't put this in your.
What was the age group? Give me the age.
She's actually a year older than I am. So she was
55.
40 and I'm 39.
Oh, I thought you was 54.
No, I turned 39 in January, actually. So I'm 38. So a year and a couple months. But
you've had a hard babe around.
Yeah. I mean, I look much younger than I am. Thank you. With my punchable face. Yes. But regardless, yeah. So then after she didn't laugh at the right things during the show, I knew I couldn't trust her. Obviously, she was a no can trust.
Any children? She got kids?
I don't know if she has kids.
You've let her back. Get that far.
No idea. I didn't ask. I mean, I have a son. I have one son who lives.
Do you know what she does for a living or anything like that?
No. No clue about that. Didn't really get into that.
Okay. Did you even speak to her on the date?
I did speak to her. Again, it was one of these like, we're going to meet here and do this thing. And then they were closing. So I'm like, my house was close to where it was. So I'm like, we can go have drinks over there. Then she didn't laugh at the right things. Like you could tell she didn't understand the show. She didn't enjoy it. Was she English? No, she was she like British? No.
You know what I mean? Is English her native tongue?
Yes. English was her native tongue. And then like she's like, hey, I got to use the restroom, blah blah blah. And then I walked in, saw the curling iron, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Why is this curling iron?
It could have been the son. It could have been your son's. You know what I mean?
It's not his. I asked for it. I'm sure it's not his. I got that thing up and said, time to get the hell out. Time to get the hell out of my house. You cannot bring the curling iron on the.
As I'm 30 and I've never been on a date.
God, I sound terrible. Terrible.
That freaks me out.
Right? Would it freak you out too, right? Kelsey, would you ever take a curling iron to a dude's house the first time you
lower it up on the bathroom counter?
Plugged in, by the way, like ready to rock and roll.
Well, what was the point though? Wait, she's doing her hair in the middle?
I bet she was
like, I'm trying to understand. Yeah.
She was trying to pretty up. Like, look, it was supposed to be casual, like hang out. It wasn't supposed to be all creepy and weird, you know what I mean?
I'm loving the boys. I'm having right flashbacks. We've got Daniel Pacheco just laughing. We've got Andrew Sullivan just throwing paper onto a little fueling of the fire.
It's more important than the football game, guys. This is
but listen, the football game will just take care of itself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have cousins under 220 passing yards.
Yeah, I don't know if he's getting that. Foles is not going anywhere near his over. I just need to get this team total.
Yep.
And Cook, is Cook going to get to 90?
I need him at 80.
No. He's got 17 catches, 22 yards per carry. Man.
You wash your face. I wash everywhere.
This is hands down the best Monday Night Football show we've done, by the way.
I 2 showers a day, every day.
Hands down.
Every single day. No doubt. No doubt. I cannot get into bed if I'm dirty. I hate that. Oh, and there's nothing better than being clean and having fresh bed sheets.
Yeah.
That's one of life's luxuries.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I wash my sheets a lot because my dog can't help but sleep with me, so I got to wash the sheets.
No, I understand that.
Yeah. He's a snuggly boy.
So what would have happened there then? If she was a 9, you took her back, got her in, and then the hound gets in as well.
Well, if she doesn't love my dog, she would have been out. That's too bad. I love my dog more than her. That's a fact.
Would you have closed the door on the dog and left him in the hallway?
Oh, he would have thrown a fit.
Yeah.
Out of like that. He would have scratched the door till I let him in.
Donnie's already retired and he's hung out.
It's a question, man.
Donnie's like, give the dog the bed.
I think, yeah. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I am a male, right? I guess.
Exactly.
Maybe.
I don't know though. I love my dog very much. I do love it.
Love and there's also a bit of exercise. You know what I mean? You need it in lockdown.
Right. I have to go. I'm returning my bed because I broke it.
That's story on that.
Next week for that story. Tune in next week.
Tune in next week to find out how Kelsey and
I went to Home Depot for the first time ever today to get like plastic wrap because I threw away the box that came in already. And I was standing in line to check out, and everyone's staring at me.
Are you returning to bed at what, like 7 o'clock at night?
And I get up to the checkout line, and she's like, "Do you have the receipt?" And I'm like, "What?" Turns out I was waiting like 15 minutes in this return line. I don't know. I only saw one cashier place. And then she let me check out, and I'm like, "Okay, how do I get out of here?" I was just, anyway, you had to be there. I don't like Home Depot. There's too much going on. It's like Walmart for like building stuff. So I'm going to go wrap this up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with the saran wrap, like a giant saran wrap stuff.
So you've got to go round it and then turn it over and then go long ways.
It's going to be a disaster, but.
And you thought you'd do that while you was working on here with us.
So as a teaser for next week's show, where is the break actually in the bed so we can kind of guess as to what happened here?
No, okay, I bought this cheap bed so cheap, and like the wood that I'm just a fat ass, obviously.
There's a better story to it than that.
Blame Caffrey.
Okay, I had the long story short, I had 8 nails left over after I was done building it. So clearly, I'm not Bob the Builder.
No, but you've got a geezer next door that is. The old Japanese YouTube.
He doesn't even watch sports.
He's not watching sports.
Exactly. You watch the sport. This is where you got to switch on. You've got to be a bit more like savvy. You watch the sport on a Sunday, invite the Japanese YouTube boy round and say, "Boy, put that bed together and I'll knock you up a bit of dinner."
You're funny.
I love Flash. You're the best in the world.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. So have some fun working on that bed. And
well, the moral of the story is don't buy cheap beds.
I'm going to call you later because this punchable face thing's really pissed me off. So we're going to talk about this.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Love ya.
There you go. How about that? That's a nice lead for next week, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. Who have we got next week anyway? What game is it?
Good question.
Let's see who is next week. Tampa Bay, Rams and Bucks. Yeah, baby, yeah,
great game.
Yeah,
there we go.
Now, while we were talking about this broken bed and all this stuff, I don't know what the hell the Minnesota Vikings are doing, but I would love a Chicago Bears touchdown here. I would.
What's the score in the game? I don't even know what the hell the score is.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I broke the seal, so I got to use the restroom one more time. I apologize for leaving a second time, boys. Be right back.
No, I'll do it all the time. It's all good.
We'll be here.
So we're going to have a little look like we always do and have a look at the early odds because we've found quite a bit of value having a little look on a Monday night, Donnie.
Yeah,
let's have a little look. Did you feel as if there was not as many line movements last week? So
I didn't love the card last week overall, but you're right. The only ones that I thought, because I thought the Eagles were going to beat the Giants, and they went from like 3 to 5, which I thought was a little bit expensive at that point. But there wasn't a lot of real reverse running backwards. Most of them stayed pretty much on point.
I'll tell you what, the Panthers have gone from -3 to -1.5 against Detroit, who can find a way to get beat against anybody. The Panthers.
I want to see who's going to be the quarterback in that game because there's no Teddy Bridgewater. You're looking at some real slop for that team, though.
Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, 10 points for the Jags.
They just bust them all up, but Pittsburgh. Kyle always likes to use that angle. Pittsburgh on the road. They don't really like the
Titans, Ravens. The Titans getting 6.5.
Yeah, it sticks out. It does. And the Titans rested now,
Yeah, that's exactly it. Against the Baltimore side that have got more holes than Augusta.
People love in New England now, favorite now on the road versus Houston.
Yeah, again, can you trust either of them two? I mean, you just can't do it. +3 to -2.5. 5.5 point swing within 24 hours. No, thank you. I mean, you couldn't go anywhere near. I had reservations about going near the Patriots when they played the Jets. You know what I mean? So they're playing the worst team ever. You still don't. You can't go near them. Okay, so we've got the Rams.
What do you guys think about the Seahawks this week? Isn't a super lock? I don't know. If Tyler Lockett's not going to play in that game, I mean, Arizona is tough. Like, who would you take in that game Thursday night right now? I'm looking at 3.5 for the Cardinals. I actually would lean towards the Cardinals with the 3.5.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think you might have to go under 58.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Everything has to work out in your favor for that 60.
Yeah.
Come on, quarterback.
I think it's probably a money line job.
Yeah.
And not worry about anything.
Yep.
Okay, we've got another punt. This game has sort of gone a bit flat on us, isn't it?
Yeah. The Bears could have turned their lights out in that drive. That is a horrendous drive. First down play was a joke. The second down play, Cordell Patterson drops, and the third down play had no shot. So maybe it's not the play caller here with the Rams.
Would you go with the Eagles against the Browns?
It depends. It really depends. It's going to be nice weather, and I do think the Eagles play much better from an underdog role than a favored role. But
they look like a money line rather than taking the 3.5.
Yeah, I think
they're going to win. They're going to win. I'm not thinking it's going to be like a 2.5 3-point line. And what are they going to be? +140 at 3.5. +130.
Yeah, +150. I got.
Yeah. Oh, you got a little piece of it, have you?
Yeah. No, I haven't done anything yet this week.
What about the Bungles? Money line.
Yeah, it's interesting. I actually like the Bengals. Like Washington played hard, but it's hard to get behind a team that just dink and dunks with and doesn't try anything. Which I think Cincinnati. What do you want to steal?
One thing with Washington is they're so passive in the secondary. And you're asking Burrow to go and exploit holes. He's going to enjoy himself.
They were really bad on Sunday.
Yeah, again.
When you take, because also when you take a look at Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Bengals, like, what do you want them to do over the last couple of weeks? You played at Baltimore, at Indianapolis, Cleveland, Tennessee, and Pittsburgh. Like, what are they supposed to do in those games?
I think there are two teams that get rid of the ball quickly. Honest is what they are. But you look at the defenses, right? Washington, better defense. Right? Better defense than Cincinnati.
I wasn't impressed. Like, I had the Washington team total, and they had 3 at the half. And I'm just saying to myself, like, something's got to work out. And again, Detroit is terrible on defense. But that 3 yards in a cloud of dust, man, where you need like 17 passes in one drive to score. It's so hard.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that. What about the rematch, Baltimore? Did you guys talk about that when I was gone? Baltimore, Tennessee?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm getting nearly a touchdown against a team that own them.
Yeah, and can't stop the run.
When
you look at Baltimore, they can't stop the run without Calais Campbell, and if Brandon Williams stays hurt, they can't stop the run. And what is Tennessee going to do? They're going to jam Derrick Henry down your throat. There's jokes for that, but they are gonna. It's gonna be tough for Baltimore. But what do we talk about all the time, Donnie? Betting up on teams.
Yep.
When everyone's down on a team after a poor performance.
And it took a rainstorm from them not scoring like 24 or more points. So
exactly.
Baltimore is going to be able to score. And actually, like when you look at the total, like a team total for the Ravens might be, but it's high, like 26, 27, I saw.
But that Tennessee defense sucks. It's bad. And
they get Adoree Jackson back this week, though?
He might be back this. I know he's been practicing. He didn't play this. Adoree Jackson will be a big addition.
About it edging into all 7 against the team. I mean, we're getting to that stage again, a little bit like these two we're watching at the moment. The Ravens need a W. Mm-hmm. They cannot be flamboyant with the ball. Yep. They've got to be deliberate. Yep. So you're almost thinking they might just make sure it's a field goal.
Yeah.
But 7, 6.5 against a team who absolutely schooled them, by the way. And you've got Derrick Henry who will run the clock to keep him off the field, Jackson. Yeah. Well, I'm liking the Bungles as well, getting 2.
Yeah.
I do like the Bengals a little bit early in the week. I do. Yeah. I don't think that's that bad of a play. And then you take a look at the interesting one's going to be because everybody's hot and bothered and getting on Miami. And, that line goes from 3 to 3.5 now on the road. But
it's 3 near enough right across the board from a pick 'em.
Yeah. Here's the thing with Denver. We sort of talked about it. I know I took Denver to cover, but if they don't get off to a hot start, like I know they had the one comeback against the Falcons.
They
but
never get off to a hot start. Like it was, almost like a carbon copy. You talked about like the 3.6 point first half. Like that's all they do, and you always force yourself to come back. You can't do it.
Where's the offense coming from, right? So you're going to have those 2 outside corners, like Byron Jones and Xavier Howard are legit. Yeah. If you remember the Dolphins teams that were good, sort of, they won the division, Patrick Surtain and Sam Madison, right?
Oh, there you go. Good name.
Those were those
Zach
those
Thomas years.
Yeah, the Zach Thomas years. And I'm telling you, Denver, I know Lindsey and Gordon, they have 2 good running backs. They don't seem to utilize them very well. Their tight ends banged up, ankle injury all year long. If Howard and Jones shut down Patrick and Jared Jeudy, what the hell happens to that Denver offense? I think
don't bring this back.
Is it coming back? Oh man,
could be a hold.
Yeah, it is.
3rd and 1 to 3rd and 11.
Oh,
Kyle Rudolph.
We need a couple more catches for Cordero Patterson. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like Cordero Patterson is on fire, and then he gets the ball, and he can't even get it like a half yard.
Just throw him a short pass.
Exactly. Yes.
Just come on. What the hell is the deal?
Dallas. How about that? The Minnesota and Dallas next week. Jesus Christmas, man.
Yeah, are we supposed to give this Vikings team 9
Am I supposed
points?
to fire up another team total on the Cowboys this week, man? Good.
Andy Dalton's going to be back. Andy Dalton's going to play. They already said Andy Dalton's going to be their quarterback this week. He's healthy and ready to go.
God, don't make me walk back into a Cowboys team total. Don't make me do it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But, hey, I'll tell you what. I actually, just looking early in the week, if Andy Dalton's going to play, we're talking Gallup, Cooper, and Lamb. Cordero Patterson?
No, Jefferson.
Jefferson. That's a big play on 3rd and 11 backed up. I like that. I like that.
He meant it as well.
No, I don't want Justin Jefferson. I need to. I'm pretty safe, right?
Dan Bailey.
We need field goals, Flash. Field goal. We seal up a nice little victory here.
Let's get the field goals. Let's get the field goals, and then let's get a couple catches for Patterson on the next drive. But I just can't have Jefferson and Foles getting more than 34 fantasy points. I cannot have it.
How about that game, Green Bay, Indianapolis, man? Go win at 425.
Yeah, that's another tough game. I fancy the Colts.
Yeah, I do too.
That's a tough one, man. That is a tough one.
Oh, that's so
when the Colts
line opens up. It's up to 3 now. 2.5. It was up -1.
But if the Colts will run the ball, they haven't been using Taylor that much. If you notice, it's been Hines and Wilkins. But the Colts can run the ball and they want to do that. The Packers cannot stop the run. It doesn't matter who they play. They cannot stop the run.
You should get both. I wonder if you get both your starting corners back for Green Bay. That'll make a difference for them.
Jair Alexander will make a big difference.
And King, yeah.
Yeah, and Kevin King?
Yep.
Kevin in Minneapolis?
It's in the Dome. Yeah, it's in Indianapolis.
I mean, listen, I would want to take Green Bay on. I think Green Bay flatter to deceive. I think they're another team that gets to the playoffs and we say see you later.
Yeah, they're soft, and Aaron Rodgers is not very good on the road. He had the one good road game against Houston this year. That's about it.
They didn't play that well at all against a bad Jacksonville team. Like they were in trouble in that game.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
And James Robinson ran down their throat. So if the Colts run the ball, use play action, they should be fine.
Yep.
And they have much better defense, no doubt about it, and a better offensive line.
See, this is bad play calling. It's a 3-point game, and he's throwing it in tight situations.
I love it, Flash. That's going to lead to a field goal attempt.
Yeah, attempt. It might be, 50-yarder?
This is where you get a little dink-dunk right here, tie it up.
They're going to start dinking and dunking to Cordero Patterson. Let's get it done, for Christ's sake.
He's got to throw it, isn't he?
Starting to piss me off.
32, so what we're looking at 49 yards.
Who the hell are the Bears? The Bears on a bye week next week. I'll just fade this shit.
I didn't see them play. They're not playing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're not playing next
Must be the last of the buys, mustn't it?
God.
Really, the best. I mean, that Arizona-Seattle game is going to be fun Thursday night. It's too bad that's a Thursday game. And then I guess Tennessee-Baltimore's Green Bay.
Fourth.
That is perfect. That is perfect.
4th and 3. Come on,
field goal time. Here we go.
Dan. Here we go, Dan.
Field goal. Let's get this. Come on. Dan Bailey's over is getting on this right now.
Come on, Dan.
Let me get up on it.
Proud Babylonian, and they did try to get the ball to Metcalf. Jalen Ramsey was on his game in that game, and they did a lot more shadowing than I expected them to do, even when he went into the slot. Jalen Ramsey, when you challenge him, he's the best corner in the league. I mean, I think there's no doubt about that.
That's it, my boy. We'll drink to that.
Woo!
Hey, there we go. Cheers. Cheers, boys.
There it is.
Cheers.
On the board. Yeah.
Check that off.
Dan Bailey.
Okay, now a couple catches for Cordero, and I think we hit all of our shit, right?
Cook 19 yards receiving.
Oh, okay. We need that too.
Well, that's
I'm going to lose my Foles over, but if I can get Cordell Patterson, that'll give me 2 out of 3 props. I'll take that all day.
And obviously we've got the sacks as well.
Yep, perfect.
Obviously the banker's in and Dan Bailey is nice.
Yeah, so the 6.5 even for him is in too. Yep, boom, done.
Breaking news: Trump wins Georgia on the.
Pretty sure that's fake.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the bloke from Texas? The Democratic organizer. They're actually going to either prosecute or they're going to do something because voter fraud. He was sitting on a load of votes.
Oh wow!
Official.
Didn't Trump won Texas anyways? Right? I'm pretty sure.
Easy. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But still, it's not right.
I mean, I don't want to be too political, but no, the election's not getting overturned. That's not what, for the most part, they got it down, to a science. A few hundred votes here or there, maybe, but.
Was there not 5,000 people who were dead who voted?
So many, yeah.
No, well, that they look, as far as I know, they look over all that. Again, I'm not trying to take a side or any of that stuff, but most of that stuff's been thrown out of court and just kind of been conspiracy theory nonsense from Dracula over there. So I don't know if it's that much in question. It's too bad that we've come to a day and age where we have to question every little tiny thing that happens and believe every little weird thing that we hear, but it is what it is.
They didn't have. They go to mail-in votes.
I know, Dan. I know.
I voted by mail. I enjoyed it.
We wouldn't have had any issues whatsoever. Pull the lever at the end of the night. You know exactly who won. No voter fraud. Get in, get out, and you knew this was going to happen. And here we sit with dumb shit.
I mean, I hate to see I've been telling my son all week. Look, we don't care about the political side, but when you lose and you clearly lose, you do it like a man. You don't throw a fit. You don't throw pity parties.
So you're in Arizona, aren't you? Did you? And you went with the Democrats?
I'm a mixed guy. I'm a registered
Not you
independent.
personally, the state. Not interested in your personal view.
Yeah. Oh, in Oregon. Yeah, Oregon went to the Democrats. Yeah. Yeah. It always does. Always does. It always does. That's why I was hoping some of the books would let us do these parlays for the states, because like you can pick 13 states that you know are going to go each way or the other, right? Like you already know if your vote counts or not in these with the Electoral College. Your vote doesn't really mean much unless you live in about 6 states or something.
Well, Trucking Six says, please tell me, guy Carl Rudolph over 29.5. He's currently sits at 20. He wants a 10-yard completion for Rudolph. Come on.
Yeah.
I need a touchdown by the Bears, and we will celebrate.
I've just remembered I've not eaten.
You got to get a banana out so we get a flash.
Get that. Yeah, let's get that. We actually need that lucky banana. We need a couple catches for Cordero. We need the lucky banana. Thank God there's another one.
Yeah, but we had the one for the first half.
What do
we need? What do we need the banana for?
We need 2 catches and 10 receiving yards for Cordero, and we need a few yards for Dalvin Cook, right? Is that right?
Mr. Dalvin's? What do you receiving wise? You need Dalvin Cook?
I don't need it.
I do, yeah.
For what Flash does, yeah. I need 2 catches and 10 yards from Cordero Patterson, and that all hits.
But the job's done, With the 1.5 field goals, the job's done.
Is that Kendrick's down? Who's down?
Yeah, Kendrick. Oh, he's head down.
Let's see this one. Oh, facial.
Here's this Artavius Pierce kid. That's interesting. They're throwing him in now.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man.
Come on.
Even though my man Cordell can't catch a handoff.
Come on. Yeah, just 2 little quick passes. I'm just shocked by it. I can't believe he's only got
7-yard gain up the middle. Let's go. He's got 26 and 9. So he's sitting right at
35.
35. Yeah, 6 yards, and I'm in plus 100.
Hang on, Isaiah. Basically, you said in the chat that you're 30 and never been on a date. Did you marry young or something? Or
come on.
Come on, share it. Listen, this is what the chat's all about. Let's chat.
Yeah. Hold on. I got to look for this. Wait, 13 and never been on a date.
Thumbs up ain't bad.
Are they giving? How many thumbs downs do we got? Are they hating 12. Us as well?
No,
only 12. Most of those people are honestly people who think they're going to tune in and see the game on it. They don't understand the laws of the world. And
it went up from 2 to 12 when we didn't get the story of why the bed broke. So that's what.
That's it. Yeah.
Or when you didn't let the bird stay because of Herman tongues.
Oh yeah, that probably pissed some people off too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, me. Honestly, if
don't hand this off. Run this yourself, Cordero. This guy's losing yards. I can't even give up. I'll give up with Cordero. If you told me in this game, I come in and he'll get a couple. He has 10 carries in this game, and I'm not going to get 41.5.
It's ridiculous. No, it's ridiculous. It's the play. And so Matt Nagy gives us the play caller. Yeah, this play caller is a moron. Matt Nagy, just take it back. This guy's an idiot. I can't remember his name. Just get the hell out of here.
What kind of fake was that by Allen Robinson anyway?
They just I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Darren, hold on a minute. Darren, right? Oh, was that one of my sacks? Oh, love that. Another sack. Love that.
Splash in the pot.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. But Darren keeps paying money. You don't have to pay money to put a comment in the chat. I don't know what sort of how did Kelsey break up.
No, what he is showing his appreciation. That's why Darren McCardle. I'm going to remember this tomorrow. I'm going to give you a shout out whether you're watching the show or not. I'm going to say big shout out to our boy Darren McCardle, who's been being a loyal fan and helping out the channel. Tomorrow the big ups are going to see that and say, hey, we made a profit last night. And
more than a profit. I don't get. What is it? He's donated $9. That's like a day and a half's wages.
Exactly.
That's a lot of colognes, man.
That's it. That's it.
The Bears I can't even believe the Bears are lucky to have 13, man. Good Lord.
They're lucky they're playing the worst defense in the league.
Exactly. That's the point. They're not even playing the Steelers. This is unbelievable.
It's real. Truly, you have a terrible primetime quarterback. And Elliot, I won't shut you out, Elliot. You've been fantastic. I love you too as well, Elliot.
They're giving me another sack, by the way. They're saying that Nick Foles has been sacked twice.
There we go.
I didn't
Who's the better quarterback? Well, this is for Donnie. This question goes to Donnie. Who's the better quarterback, Nick Foles or Carson Wentz?
Oh, it's Wentz by a mile.
Oh, yeah. Who would you, if they're falling off a cliff, which one you saving? The guy that won you a Super Bowl or the guy who didn't?
Yeah, you can't look back. You can't look back. So you got to be like, hey, Foles, man, love you, but
oh, damn, that's brutal. That's cold-blooded. That is cold-blooded. That's funny.
This is interesting, man. Good Lord. I was hoping, like, I got that kickoff return right. I was like, nice, man. One touch. These guys can't even score themselves.
And I mean, the Vikings defense, how bad? We know how bad it is. I mean, it's so bad.
Like, imagine you're the new offensive coordinator tonight, right? And you're like, hey, we're going to get after it tonight. This is what you come up with. Like, yo, bro, why did I hire you anyway? Get out of here.
Yeah, like, oh, I gave the play calling over to you. You suck. You didn't even throw a single screen pass to Cordero fucking Patterson. He's playing a running back, and you don't throw it to a wide receiver.
Crush that Minnesota team secondary, and you don't even test them, man. Damn.
Oh, God. I mean, it's just so now. I mean, it's like a trap by the universe. They're like, haha, so you see how shitty Minnesota is. Now they're playing. I'm going to take Dallas in that game. I actually might take the money line. I'm telling you, Cooper, Gallup, and Lamb should torch this secondary, and Andy Dalton will be back. I've seen nothing. How is the quitting cigarettes thing going? Really, really? Haven't seen me smoke once on the show, have you? I mean, it's going really well.
Yeah, but you did disappear for a little bit. People were wondering.
Yeah. Well, you'll see me go like this. If you see me like this when I'm out of camera, that means I'm smoking. But so far, so good. So far, so good. I'm getting there. And you should quit. If Andrew, here's what you can tell yourself. I am better than the guy that I watch in the show because I'm more mentally strong because he's weak and defeated and is using eye cream to keep the puffiness down from his eyes. So there you go.
Keep Knicks look like maybe pulled up a tire here, so somebody's got to be able to. I would love Minnesota to punch this in and force a touchdown for because. Yeah,
just force the Bears offense to try at least, right? Like, God, they look
my 19th straight 3-3 week in the pick six contest.
I'm 3-3 again. I'm so pissed about it too. I'm so pissed about it. Freaking Baltimore and the Eagles, man, ruined my week. Thank God for the Hail Mary, or I'd have been 2-4. Honest to God, thank God for the Hail Mary.
Yeah, look at that. Or the not The Office. What the hell is the show? Office Space.
Oh, I love that movie. Of course.
That's a pretty funny graphic they just made up there.
Oh, God, fucking Bears. This game was going by so quickly, too, and now it seems to have slowed down. I mean, we had the whole half in an hour, and that whole third quarter took an hour.
Mr. Dalvin's. Oh, what's he shaking up here too? Get up. What'd you do? Would the football get called? Nut shot. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. I love that they keep showing the graphic of Kirk Cousins.
I love that, man.
And then the next worst, Joe Namath. By the way, another overrated quarterback, Joe Namath and RG Man. Joe Namath threw 50 more interceptions and touchdowns in his career. He's in the Hall of Fame because of one bleeping game. Like, get the hell out of here. Joe Namath was garbage. And then he basically was assaulting a woman drunk on Monday Night Football, which I'm not saying it could have happened to me. But, you know, it was Susie Colbert. Come on, show some respect.
Steamy Ray Vaughn, do you guys make in-the-game bets or not so much? Sometimes at the half, but I got...
Yeah, we do. I made a Bears money line bet at the half.
I'm not going to take the Bears,
I did it at the half just to double down on taking the Bears because I hate Kirk Cousins, but it was basically a bet out of spite, and you should not do that. But
what the hell is this Disney movie right here?
Wait, what Disney movie?
Story? It's on TV. Who are they making this about? Travis Etienne?
A Disney movie about Travis Etienne.
I don't know. It's something about a Clemson football player.
On Disney, really?
Yeah.
I'm behind, so I'm not seeing the commercial.
Hey, it's number 9, so I'm thinking it's Travis Etienne out here. Safety's the movie. I don't know.
Oh, good Lord. No one cares. No one wants to watch that. Who is going to watch that?
Is that one if Dabo stars as himself?
Kyle got assaulted on live TV. Sorry to hear it. Yeah, me too. Jesus. And Bobby Hebert. Yeah, I used to watch the Bobby Hebert teams. They won the division back in 91 after Montana got hurt in that Steve Bono year. It was Bobby Hebert and the Saints won the division.
Kyle, are you dating Kelsey?
It'd be tough. We're very far apart. We do not live in the same state.
Well, do you think you had a chance if you did?
Well, obviously, I'm very handsome. I mean, she just told you all that I have a slappable face, so obviously we're dating. I mean, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first sign of some kind of commitment, no?
That's it.
So you're not convinced her to move closer?
I mean, I'll do my best, but seems like a long shot. Not going to lie.
It's long shot. It's like plus 2,500.
That's what I would say.
Elliot, I go down and have my drink and put my fruit. I don't like all my banana skins and everything, so I have to go and see what I do.
Kyle, you're not going to watch the movie Safety live on Disney?
No, I'm not. No, I am not. I mean, what the hell?
So what are we looking for now then? That was that Cook?
Yeah, look, he got the ball punched out, landed on his nuts, but he's lucky the ball stayed there.
Was it a rush or a receiving?
Running play.
Yeah, Stephen Hennel says that Clemson balling so much Disney's making movies about him. That is pretty funny. Disney's got a movie about Clemson.
I mean, what? It doesn't make any. I'm so confused.
Dalvin Cook's at 47, and he's got 8 yards. Come on, we want 12 yards. Just a little screen is what we're calling for.
AP, I'm a gigantic Mandalorian fan. I'm a gigantic Star Wars fan. My dad went to high school prom with Carrie Fisher. I have loved Star Wars since I was a kid. Even if you look at my bank card, it's Darth Vader. My Chase bank card is Darth Vader. Man. And I love The Mandalorian. And what a great episode. Spoiler alert. Bo-Katan, and they're on their way to see Ahsoka Tano, who, if you don't know who Ahsoka Tano is, you're not a Star Wars fan. She was Darth Vader's Padawan learner.
Never watched any Star Wars in my life.
Yeah, you're not American.
As a kid, like back in the early 80s, I think I might have went to the movies as like a kid to see like one of the Star Wars.
Yeah, them Star Wars are the best.
I love all the Star Wars, and Carrie Fisher was literally my dad's prom date. I have all the pictures and everything. It's kind of crazy. And Ahsoka Tano will probably be in the next Mandalorian episode, which is incredible if you haven't watched. Well, I also have a nerdy teenage son, so we watched all the see, there we go. We're spoiling. I'm sorry. Hey, don't bring up The Mandalorian in the chat box if you don't want spoilers. I mean, you've had 4 days to watch the damn thing. You know, what do you want from me? Like, get on it. Act like you don't have spare time.
Nothing for me. So
yeah. Get in there and watch it. And I mean, come on, get the hell out of here.
Is it something you'd recommend to go back and like the very first one? Can you get it on like Prime or whatever?
Just get Disney Plus and watch it all.
Probably has them all. They have them all.
Yeah, Disney Plus, $8.
Too much sport.
Just
spent 4 days of. I tell you what. By the way, that Masters app this year. What a great show that was!
Didn't I tell you?
I had 15 starred players, and I didn't miss one shot for 4 days.
I told you. It's the best app in all of golf. The Masters kills it. I love it.
Yeah,
and I got lucky enough to pick the winner, so maybe I'll be back for the next major. Hey, we got
you will be definitely. And then next one I'm going to do like top European, top American, top South American, top Australasian, top South African, and so we can really get into it.
I love that. And Craig's articles, by the way, were spot on. Did he not do a great job?
He's brilliant.
Oh, that was amazing. I read his art. I was like, holy shit. I mean, he just nailed everything on those. Absolutely amazing.
I mean, he loved Cameron Smith from the outset.
Yeah, he did.
He
What
said
a
he
call.
would go away. I'd say the one that really disappointed at the end, but we had him right, was Sebastian Muniz.
Yep.
He was only that, I think he shot 77 on the final day.
Yeah, that last day, a lot of people just it was a weird Sunday, right? Besides DJ just wouldn't stop. I mean, it was amazing, but
yeah, when he's on, like playing his game, nobody touches that guy.
yeah,
No, yeah, and it looked like that. I think him and Patrick. This is how much stats I go to. Patrick Reed had 24 birdies and finished on 9 under.
Yep.
Dustin Johnson had 24 birdies and finished 20 under.
Exactly.
So he's gone round in 4 days with only 4 bogeys.
Yep. Amazing. Incredible. It was incredible. Didn't he go like how many holes in a row did he go without a bogey? It was something crazy, right?
Well, yeah, he birdied 2 of the first 4 on day 2, and then he bogeyed.
Hi, Minnesota.
Yeah, so he was above like 15, 33. He had a plus 30 holes.
It was amazing. It was incredible to watch. And he could have won that by more. You remember day 2, he started out really hot. Remember on Friday? Super hot, was running away, and then kind of fell apart a little bit. He could have won that by even more.
Yeah, did he get to 10 and come back and he finished on 9?
Yeah, that's right.
But he eagled the second on day 1. So that really put him into a great. I mean, what about DeChambeau? I told you about him going, don't go left down 10 and 11. First morning, second shot of a tee shot on 11. And he made par. How he made par, I don't know.
Yeah, and didn't we talked about it on the show. He relies on that green book too much, so he couldn't make the putts when he needed to make them. And
we did a great job. I mean, when we said that his destructive shot is the pull left, and you can't go left down on any of the holes really on at Augusta, and you can't go with JT because his destructive shot's right.
Yep.
It's like you just can't do it.
And you saw the look on Justin Thomas's face all week, right? Didn't he just look like a pouty, whiny little bitch the whole week? All he did was complain.
He's not been happy with his swing for a good 6 tournaments. And I mean, listen, he's another one. On his day, I think he's the number 1 iron player in the world on his day.
Yeah,
his just swing looks not right.
Yeah, I agree. I saw the question in the chat. The best duck movie. I don't think that's very hard. It's Howard the Duck, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we're all in agreement on that, right? It's Howard the Duck, right? Is there a better duck movie in the world than Howard the Duck?
Any other duck movie?
I mean, DuckTales or something. There must be some DuckTales movie or something.
Boom, 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 bang! Get it? He caught it. That's good. Now forces Chicago's hand.
Come on, Bears. Get the ball to Cordero Patterson.
Come on. Dang it.
Throw got away.
Kyle Rudolph's amazing.
Adam Thielen was the one who caught it.
Oh, it was Thielen, not Rudolph?
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the play yet. I'm a little bit behind.
Feeling.
Wow.
Oh, what do we got here? Whoop. I like that. I
like that it was Thielen, actually. That helps my DraftKings lineup, so that's good.
Can you imagine if we wanted 7.5? And he's just done that.
Now you can get to 1919. You can still go to OT. Okay, I see you.
Good thinking from the holder. What about the lad who's just running straight past the ball?
Damn.
Wow.
Kirk Cousins.
Isaiah needs 24 points for the Vikings. Okay.
Dan Bailey's like, yeah, I'm out on this.
Oh, shit. I'm just watching it.
There we go.
Okay, Chicago, let's go get this money line win. Let's go.
Oh, there's plenty of golf yet. Jesus. 10 minutes.
It's super damn funny.
So, yeah, I tell you what, the Ravens have got a nasty little schedule next few weeks, haven't they?
Yes, they do.
Yep. They better
The Ravens are in trouble. This is
Imagine if they're 6-5.
Dum,
Like
they don't make the playoffs.
Oh man, kicked it right to Cordero. Ooh, there we go.
And I mean, if you're a playoff team, are you really afraid to play Baltimore now? You're like, okay, good defense, good running game, but if we get ahead of them, they cannot throw the football. He can't.
Yeah, problem
I'm sorry. Like, who would you rather have right now? Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson? Who would you rather have?
Oh, my Kyler Murray's awesome.
It's yeah, that's the thing is Lamar Jackson's an amazing athlete, super fun to watch, and a rifle of an arm, but he doesn't have he's not a quarterback. He doesn't have the natural instincts to be a quarterback. When you watch Kyler Murray roll out, he's not just moving to run. He's moving to throw down the field. That's why his running backs, like Kenyon Drake, averaged 5.5 targets a game last year. Now, when he's playing, he's averaging just barely over 2. He's looking downfield when he runs. Kyler Murray can throw the ball in the pocket, outside of the pocket, on the move. Kyler Murray is the easy choice. And I think people have figured out Lamar Jackson. I don't think it's that hard to beat that team. I really don't.
Vikings have got a spring in their step on the D.
Well, fuck them. Let's go, Bears.
Yeah, the Bears who have no running backs are just saying, let's run the football now. It hasn't worked all night. Good. Keep doing it.
Yeah. I mean, they've had so many matchup advantages.
36 yards.
They have a matchup advantage at every spot on the offense. They literally do.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm headed for a 4.
Okay, Elliot's like, where's the guy that was giving me shit about saying the Vikings cover easy? It's a bit early for all that, you know.
Yeah. We got some time.
The Bears.
What's going on here?
Nah, it's a.
That's what I thought. Didn't he batted it down? Didn't he?
Yeah, the ref, the back judge has no idea, or the ref has no idea what's going on right now. Actually, no, I would give me Minnesota. I need Minnesota to drive down and punch another touchdown in.
Yeah,
and then give me a jump Bears touchdown. Yes, I think that's what I need. This is just ridiculous.
I mean, how have they not just called that dead and let the lad go and like?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy.
You saw who he was trying to throw to on that play too. It was, by the way, he was trying to throw to Cordero. Yeah, so that's what we actually want that completed, boys.
Yeah, Charlie Chips. It's a great point. Think about it. The Bears have scored 7 points.
Stink.
From a special
They haven't done anything in the second half. 0.
No. Again, it's 2 one-legged men in an ass-kicking contest. It's a terrible defense, a terrible offense. Who's got the longer leg? You know, if you bet the Bears, you hope the Bears' leg's longer. If you bet the Vikings, you hope they are. But it's gone exactly how we thought. 2 anemic performances by 2 mediocre teams, right? This is basically what we're getting. These are not good teams. Neither one of them are good teams.
Elliot, my neighbour is fat. She's singing on the balcony. It's over. Nice little play on it's not over till the fat lady sings. Like that. Nice, Elliot. We like that. Bears D is out of gas.
I won't be shocked by a 3-and-out by the Vikings right here. I'll just tell you that. They haven't been able to establish the run, have they? I mean, Dalvin Cook hasn't done shit. What does he have on the ground? 45, 50 yards, something like that.
66. He's gained a couple.
He's going to get
Hicks went out. Yeah. He might get that number. What was it, Flash? His
89.
89. Yeah, he might get it. It only takes one break-off run right here.
Yeah, we want him to go 12 yards on a receiving screen or something.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And remember, we're less than a one possession game, so they can't go into prevent mode. And you've got to be thinking the Bears are going to bring pressure.
I would assume there's a lot of pressure being brought on this drive. I will be surprised if the Vikings get more than 1 first down on this drive. I do think the Bears get the ball back with a chance to take the lead. We'll just have to see. Might be wishful thinking. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, as Donnie says, the best thing that can happen is get the 3 points, get to 22, and we'll just give the Bears a dross touchdown.
Cousins got 260, 263 in the air tonight, Cousins. Not a bad night for him.
Wow. Yeah, no, this has been one of his best. This is probably his best Monday night performance ever. Honestly, it probably is his best Monday Night Football performance ever.
Oh, yeah, it did hit Foles in the head. They could have called that.
Yeah.
They won't call it. It's not a. It's no one cares about Nick Foles. Nobody.
There was an illegal hands to the face yesterday.
Yeah, they didn't call that hit to the head, and they also thought that was a fumble. So very good refs.
It's interesting. You would think the officiating would get better, right? With no fans, there's less things you can hear everything and see everything. I'm not sure that it has, but
I think they're just going conservative because they can know that there's always going to be a challenge or a boo review. Or...
Dalvin,
don't worry, proud Babylonian. I live bet the Bears as well. But
Bears,
we'll see.
Bears.
We got time. We got time.
Kirk Cousins out here.
I mean, yeah, that is a shot to the head as they keep. I was like, come on.
Yeah, punch him right in his head.
No one fell for the Ryan Nall trap, and if you watch this show from the beginning, I told you all Ryan Nall is garbage. You will.
Why were they firing him up all over the place?
I don't understand it. No. He was 6,200 on DraftKings, and I'm not praying that Kirk Cousins sucks. I know that Kirk Cousins sucks. Just so you know, I know that for a fact. But no, Ryan Nall, that was the easiest call ever. Ryan Nall was overpriced, overhyped up. He was not going to play much in this game. He never does, never will.
It's a nice run. He's going for it. Instead of making a tackle, he tried to strip the football. He picks up 4 extra yards. The 2nd down and 10 run always gets me aggravated.
It's just
like that should have went for 3 yards, but they're just trying to get the football, so he gains 4 extra.
Nick Foles over there just give me one more chance. Don't worry. I'm a hero.
I'm ready to go home.
Come on, Cookie.
Mr. Dow.
Give it to him. You know you want to give it to him.
5 wide, huh? 1, 2, 3, not 4.
So he picks up 5.
Let's see what they got here on this one.
You got 5 there, I fancy.
Oh, he can run for that. Oh, nice play.
But he plays
Dalvin catch.
Yeah, it's Dalvin catch. But the thing is, he gives it to him 3 or 4 strides after he was wide open. He's being so careful.
Yeah, because it's Kirk Cousins and he's not a good quarterback.
1st and 10. What was it then? 3rd and what?
3rd and 3. Well,
let's see how many they give him.
You guys ever watched Step Brothers, the movie with Will Ferrell and the other guy? Remember
Absolutely.
when the guy
James
brings up John Hopkins and he's like, I used to smoke pot with John Hopkins. So in the chat, we've got any of you guys know Billy Walters? Let me tell you what, I used to smoke pot with Billy Walters.
Yep. There you go.
I need 4 yards.
Pan is your name? Pan. Pam.
Okay, so what we got
that's too fun.
6 minutes. I want 4 yards from Cook and 2 sacks for a complete near enough full house. 4 yards, Cookie. Come on. 4 yards. Come on, it's open again. It's open again. Look, come on, give it to him. Love that. Holding, take him back, baby.
Look at Kirk trying to seal the deal.
Our boy from Singapore is back. It's 1913 Vikings. Vikings with the football. 4th quarter, 7 minutes left, Jeremiah. And thank you for joining us from Singapore. That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? I think that's cool.
That is cool.
Rams got a new kicker. How many kickers they go through? Some of these teams go through kickers every week.
Yeah, wait, what happened to Sam Sloman?
The Sloman shield, man. He's out.
He's gone. He's out of here. Get the hell out of here, Sam Sloman.
Shield your home. All right.
I wonder, Donnie, at the end of the year, will you go back and go through the 16 shows that we've done?
No, absolutely not.
Why the hell would we?
Carl, you could do that.
That's Kyle. Yep, that's Kyle.
Yeah.
Get
Your apprentice. Get your apprentice.
That's how I got to keep my job. That's how I got to stop the email from coming. Like, okay.
Ain't no flag, man. Ain't no flag.
Obviously holding. I mean, get the hell out of here.
3rd and 20 for Kirk Cousins. This isn't where you want Kirk Cousins at, by the way.
Oh, this is where you want if you're a Bears backer. This is all you want. You desperately
I'm gonna go. I'm not even gonna go. They're gonna run it here. That should have been a flag. Probably.
Oh no, he's gonna try and Hail Mary this. He's gonna try and get.
No, I'm thinking a screen pass or the old fashioned
It's a quick screen. It's a quick screen. It's gotta be.
Underneath.
Again, I'm behind you guys, so I don't know. I could be already wrong.
Just hand it off.
There's no way they let Kirk Cousins unleash the rope. This is not patch. There's no way.
Nice little draw play.
I like the smoking debate on the chat, but the fact of the matter is, it is what it is. That's what I am not smoking when I lean over out of view of the camera. Don't worry, that's not what I'm doing. As I lean over, smoking's bad for you. No one should do it. They should make it illegal. No, they shouldn't. Don't do that.
All right, so the Bears are getting the football back. Foles says you have one last miracle in them.
Oh, of course he does. Of course he does. It's BDN. BDN.
The Bears, give it up for him, man. Wow.
Oh, did they just block that kick?
No.
No, he's returned it some way.
Come on, BDN. BDN.
Let's go. I want that. If they win this, I win 2 bets, and they're going to throw a couple passes to Cordero Patterson. Let's win all the bets right here. We got our field goals. We got Cook.
Is this going to be the last possession? Oh no, is there? Oh, it's Akers. Yeah, we could have a Kirk Cousins goes down the field 2019 down.
Yeah, no, he won't be winning that. He doesn't do that.
Well, he's done all right so far tonight. There's Patterson, though, and a first down, 10 yards.
Was it a catch?
Flashing all over.
Yes. We need one more catch for Cordero, and then everything hits.
Oh, what is that? Let's see, because that gets me it. That's it.
Well,
there we go.
Cash it.
There we go.
Cash it. Cash that for me.
This is on the pot that you like.
Yep. Now we got that one plus 100. So now we're definitely losing the Foles thing, but that gives me a winning night on the cast. Good.
Let's go. I need
Cordero. Thank you.
One more catch for Cordero to hit my plus 465 parlay. I need the 3 catches for Cordero. That's it. Over 18 and a half.
Thank you, Cordero.
What is he at? Is he at 2 catches right now? What is Cordero out catches?
2 for 19.
Okay, so he's got the yardage. I just need another catch. One more bleeping catch on this drive. Let's go.
Go down, Cordero. Jesus.
Yeah,
I mean, they should have been doing that the whole game. That's what I don't understand. Why weren't they doing that the whole game? He should have 7 catches in this game.
It's going to be interesting. I reckon they're going to get like.
Let's go, Nicky.
What's over 19 and a half anyway?
Let's go, Nicky 6.
One more catch.
We trust Stephen Hennel.
One more catch for Cordero. Come on. He might get it for the touchdown at the end of this drive, and it'll be a Cordero Patterson receiving touchdown.
What number is he?
84. He's number 84.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, yeah.
He did too. Yep. How about that?
Thank you. There we go.
That is such a trash play too. Just a trash can play.
Does not matter. That's a plus 465. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Over what?
Beginning of the show. All of our props we gave you at the beginning of the show. Thanks for joining us, people.
Let's go, Nick 6.
Now we just need the Bears to win, and then either way, you two will be right on the Vikings. Or I'll
no. We want this to be 2019 with 2 minutes to go. 1 minute 40, and then he goes down.
You have to be absolutely kidding me with these play calls, right, by the Bears. Yeah. I mean, is this a joke?
Yeah. Why are they not trying to eat up the yards?
I have no idea what that just was.
And they've only got a single safety in place as well. The Vikings. Why don't they send
that? Is just horrendous.
Good thing they took the play call.
They're going for it.
They have to, yeah.
No, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But why did they not go for it on the last one, knowing that it was 4-down territory? No pissing on the pot, that is for sure.
Yeah, to get this all before the 2-minute warning, too. Stop wasting time, Nick. Oh, goodness.
They had him as well, didn't they?
Oh, my God. That was it.
Unbelievable. Well, we did lose the bear.
Through his hands.
Oh, wow, Nick, float it, man. Just float it.
Half a ball long.
Yep. Just float it, Nick.
So now the Vikings are going to be one game behind the Bears.
You got 3 timeouts in the 2-minute warning, so it's not over, but that was a shot. Man, that was it, too. Wow.
Don't you just so what? That would have been a 52-yard field goal, and you've got all those timeouts and everything?
No, that was your shot. You don't kick that field goal.
I mean, you're down by wouldn't you rather only have a field goal to go if you got 30 seconds left without, with no timeouts?
No, I did.
I mean, he should have hit Anthony Miller there. He was wide open. And
I must say that the play calling for the Bears has not been an upgrade on Nagy.
It's awful, horrendous. Yeah.
How do we can we get the let's get our producers at SBR to see if we can call some plays for the Bears next week or next game 2 weeks from now.
If it was me, you'd know. You'd know if you were sitting there watching a game with 7 or 8 screen passes and a quarterback draw. You know that I'd be calling the plays.
Yeah,
bring back Nagy. Damn.
Bring back Nagy. I am so excited all those props hit. There we go. That lucky banana, that second lucky banana flash. That hooked us up. Don't be surprised, though. The Bears get this ball.
Over 90 yards, now dead on. We on 90?
91 yards for Dalvin's.
Oh, my God.
Perfect then. He was 89 and a half. I know
he got 27 carries. Sheesh.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It was a tight prop, that. It's going to prove it as well. I mean, even if he goes to 90, he'll probably go to just under 100. Or he's going to be getting hands off now.
All right, going to get a 4-2.
There we go.
Lost a little bit of change. I wanted that touchdown for the Bears. Damn you.
But as you say, they still might get it.
We still might get it. Yeah, it's not over. That Vikings defense is terrible.
Nate,
and he's going to have to take shots. And you know what happened? It'll be a PI. It'll be a big 65-yard flag.
Bears have 9 first downs in the game, 2 of 10 on third down. Total yards for the game, 131 yards for the Bears.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is astounding.
And 7 points on special teams and 3 of a fumble.
So we lucked out.
That is awesome.
We did luck out getting our props on those Bears. Yep. We sure did.
Collecting
props. Well, mine was all about no points. All about field goals.
Oh, I am happy about that because I put probably more on that than I should have. So I'm glad
that Bears.
Thank you, Cordero Patterson, and that was close. Damn, that was close. Whew.
So what was it? Over 3.5?
Yeah, over. Oh no, 2.5. 2.5 and over 18.5 receiving for Patterson, and then over 2.5 for Dalvin Cook.
God, I can't believe they didn't give you the 100 yards to return.
Yeah, they didn't get shit for that. I got nothing for that, other than on my DraftKings lineups, which helped me make my money on that. So that's good.
Listen, baby. That's a nice play. That's a great play call.
That's it. Is it game over for him, or they still got the timeouts?
Yeah,
it's not going to be game over. That's a nice play call. Kirk Cousins all fired up. He's like, dude, I never won on Monday night.
AP, I put $100 on it at plus 465, so I got a nice little win out of that from that. So turned out good.
He's got that monkey off his back.
Yep.
Yo!
Just like Steve Young back in 1994. Get that monkey off my back.
Kirk Cousins, baby. Yeah.
I love the fact that
winning week. No more 3-3s in the contest. I love
there we go. 4-2.
I mean, listen, they could go 11-5. You know what I mean? And they're 4-5 now. They could win in. I went through it with my son, as I said a few weeks ago. I've got them at 10-6. 10-6 could win the division.
Oh yeah, sure could. That is a big win for. I mean, neither one of these teams played very well, right? But good job by Kirk Cousins getting his first Monday Night Football win. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, they're not in field goal range.
Next Monday night, hype that game. Let's go.
That's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Maybe. I mean, last time I thought it was a good primetime game with the Bucs. They got blown out, but I don't think that happens next week.
Who's it against?
The Rams. Buccaneers and the Rams.
Oh, the Rams.
It's a great game.
Sack props.
Ram squad. We can sit there and get angry at Nick or Jared Goff.
That's it. That's probably what's going to happen.
Yes, damn right it is.
There's going to be a nice advantage in the slot, too, against Sean Murphy Bunting. Cooper Kupp should have a nice game next week. But
yeah, I'll see how banged up he is because he didn't look all that healthy.
Yeah, he had that wrist injury, right? Coming
into
this week.
Oblique wrist. There's a couple banged up spots. Right?
But I thought that was exciting. Hey, nice job of props, huh? Tonight. Great job, fellas.
Yeah, 2 or 3 I got down on that. I'll take that every week.
It's got to be over. I mean, we're not at the right wager winning percentage, but we're pretty close to it, huh?
Yeah, look at the pressure is on. Now I can't even lose games, and I feel like an idiot.
Yeah, you can't because it dropped so drastically.
That's crazy.
That's gonna be my Twitter next week. Like, hey guys, good job at right wager, but we're down. We went from 79 to 71.
Yeah, I go 4-1 there, or 3-1, and be like, damn, man, you hurt your winning percentage. Like that's a tough spot to be in, man.
That's not a good spot.
That's like my mate Davey. He does UFC, and he obviously he knows what he's talking about with other sports as well. And he gives all these plays out for free on Twitter, and he give out 6 parlays, and one of the parlays went down. And someone started moaning, because they didn't see the other 5 parlays. So they thought he was like just dishing out losers. Yeah. And then someone came on and went, yeah, I just won $2,000 off his other parlays.
Dave Mannion is the man. I love watching his UFC breakdowns.
He's great, man.
He's so good. Absolutely amazing. I watch all his breakdowns. I love betting on UFC. It's one of my favorite things to bet on. It's like my mental escape from everything else that we do. You know, you sit back on a Saturday, your family comes over, people punch people in the face, you order pizza, and you have a good time. One of my favorite things to do. I won a 6-pick parlay off of Dave's picks a few weeks back. I won 600.
Yeah, I just can't watch it because there's just too much going on. And also, I'm used to it being on late at night. And I have a little look, and people it starts like 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. And I'm thinking, I've already missed like 4 or 5 of the fights.
Yeah.
But I used to obviously watch it all the time because I was the one that was presenting that show.
Oh, I love it.
Back in the day, I mean, myself and Dave, it was like, and I had quite a few. And then we was talking with Boston Nick and Clint, big Vikings fan. He'd be loving tonight.
Yeah, he's
all
great.
right, so get the ball back with about 45 seconds to go.
And Lee knows her fights too. I tail Lee on some bets as well. She knows what's up with the UFC as well. I like that show a lot. And who's the other? Tim, is that his name?
I don't know.
The other young man on the show. They do a great job, man. They really break down those fights. They really do. I love that. Over at SBR.com. Make sure you subscribe, folks.
Bing, bang, bing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, subscribers are going nice.
It's running the field right here.
I take credit for that. It must be my good looks and my personality that's bringing up all these subscribers.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, they ain't kicking a field goal here, so I guess they're going to go for this, right?
Try and draw them offside.
You have to. What's the point of punting? You get gain 5 yards. If you get the first down, the game's over.
But you can't afford to miss it or get it blocked.
They can't. No, they're punting. That's why they took the flag down.
Yeah. You have to, because I mean, after Kyler Murray's Hail Mary yesterday, right? You don't take any chances.
Yeah.
And the Bears are out of timeouts. This is a PI. This is the only way the Bears are winning here is if they get a PI.
Kirky.
fake punt.
13, 32 points. 32 combined points on Monday Night Football. I suspect we'll get more than that next week with the Rams and Buccaneers. I think we'll see a much higher, even though those are two good defenses, actually.
Well, I mean, I don't think the Bucks secondary, they're a bit zoned for me.
They are. Carlton Davis is good on the outside, but Jamel Dean, Sean Murphy Bunting, not very good. But they put so much pressure on the opposing quarterbacks that it really only takes a couple of, usually. Now, you saw in that Saints game, when they can protect, they struggle because outside of that young corner in Davis, the rest of them are not very good. So that's the big problem for them in that secondary. It was the same last year when they had Jameis. That was the worst secondary in football last year. But they just couldn't put the pressure. Now they're putting the pressure on. They have the one young kid stepping up, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Looking forward to watching Jameis this week.
Yeah, me too.
I was a fan of his last year. I thought he did a lot.
I think you'll see a lot of Taysom Hill as well. You'll probably see more of a 50-50 split. You're going to see more Taysom Hill than usual this week. Ryan Nall. It's so funny that people were playing him in DFS.
Yep.
I mean, there's
them up like they watch the dude.
Is that a fumble or not? Is that a sack?
That's a sack.
Have a look at this. Watch this. Is this a sack? They blow it.
Actually, I don't know if that's a sack. That's not a fumble. I don't think.
Wait, did you hit your sack?
The Foles dead.
I don't know yet.
You might be right.
Died. Oh,
do you think they would have blown it dead? Because they had him, look. Right. They've got him. They've got him.
Going. See ya.
Let's see here.
He does throw it away. What did he do? Drill his shoulder?
On his neck.
Damn, neck. Bah! Right on that shoulder.
Wonder if they're going to say that's a sack.
If they do, you're one sack away, which could happen. Right now, I'm looking at 3 sacks total in the game.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, 2 for Foles, 1 for Cousins.
Tyler Bray. Come on, man. Get him off the field. Jesus Christ.
No Trubisky. Who's the quarterback besides Foles and Trubisky? Chicago.
Bray.
Tyler Bray?
Yep.
Yeah. He'll come in there and throw for 90 yards.
He'll be here till midnight now.
Gone for a commercial, yeah.
Got to get those in.
Yeah. You're so right, Donnie. You talk about how annoying is it? It's like, okay, touchdown. Time out.
I guess, yeah. The only way that we can get rid of them, I guess, if you just come together as a nation like that loves NFL and all right, I'm going to mark every one of these commercials down. Whatever you're selling, nobody's buying.
Nobody.
Exactly.
And did you notice what they're doing now too? Like when you're watching a game, they have the commercial during the huddle, or like the quick time, showing you commercials and the game on a split screen. It's
like they call it the playthrough, whatever.
Yeah, fuck you. I will not buy that product. No, you can go piss off. I think that's a great.
You want to have a car? You want to have a Toyota? We ain't gonna buy. Like, oh my god, nobody's bought a Toyota in a whole month. All right, we can't advertise anymore. Well, change your ways, man.
Yeah, fuck off.
Like, what's the point of you run the 30-second commercial, a minute commercial, 2-minute commercial? Why can't you just have like the little icon in the top right-hand corner that says like Visa, MasterCard, Toyota, same damn thing. It's subliminal. It hits you anyway.
Yep. I don't even
play the game.
Channel, they give you the option where you can add commercials in the middle of your show. I don't do that because I think it's just a dick move. Like no one wants to watch that. When I watch something and they do that, I instantly, there's a couple friends of mine who have pretty big channels, and I tell them like, hey, every time you have a commercial in the middle of your show, I thumb it down, and you're just a greedy prick. You're asking for like $20 extra. Like, get the hell out of here. You're just a prick. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that shit. But I was watching last night, that Ravens. It's like, why the hell am I watching a commercial on one side and the game on the other? Like, you already show us 4 commercials between kickoff and first down. Like, go fuck off. No more. Thank you. Sorry, had
Put
enough.
it on the screen. Put the logo on the screen of whatever company you want during the game. Who cares?
I think so too. I think so.
I can't believe that weren't a sack.
Damn it, that made it close.
What the hell did he do? Break his leg? Or what are we doing here?
Yeah,
It's his neck, isn't it? It's his neck.
Why is he wouldn't be sitting up like that?
well, did he fall on his leg because he could have broken his third leg?
Let me watch the leg here.
With BDN, his knee could have.
Nothing happened on his leg.
No, it's his neck. He's like, Rick, hold on, what's he doing?
I think
He
he
got
broke his
question
shoulder.
in
I
his
guess.
heart,
I'm trying to
didn't
think if he broke his shoulder.
No. Twisted his knee. He's laughing, isn't he? He knows it's a dead duck. I'm not going to go 80 yards. Everyone will say, if we'd given you, like, if you hadn't got injured and then 37 seconds left, you would have won it for us.
They brought up the air cast for BDN in a certain area, Kyle.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he fell down, but his knee hit the tip.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. That's what they're worried about right now. It was the injury. Yeah.
His wife's very concerned.
This is what dreams are made of, this. He's got to get to the
Right there. He fell on the tip. Damn it.
Better not swell up. People be in trouble.
it.
Ryan Knoll. Is that enough to get Ryan Knoll's fantasy stats right there?
No, he was 6,200. He's a piece of shit. Get the hell out of here. In terms of fantasy, by the way, he might be a nice young man in real life. I have no idea, but
Yeah, he might be. He might not.
38.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, welcome back to DFS Relevance. Mitch Trubisky next week. Cannot wait.
True. Yeah, they got the bye week. You can get them ready, and I can't wait.
2 weeks. So Thanksgiving weekend, he's going to be the gift that keeps on giving, just like herpes. We're going to have some BD. We're going to have some Mitch Trubisky. There we go.
Juan Luis says, kind of feel like every game should be played in the dome. As an overbacker, I would agree. I would absolutely agree.
Yeah, I love every game to be played in a dome. Are you kidding me? It'd be amazing.
Let's pull this out, Bray boy.
Oh, Ryan Knowles first.
Oh, snap. Now we're going to try to say this was a fumble too? Come on. Get it together.
Just a crap throw. It's like me granny throwing it in the garden.
Franchise. Like you talk about in a giant city with Chicago, you don't have the two teams. Like New York has two teams. You know, LA's got two teams. They have no competition, and they just suck those dollars in.
Yeah, I think John Gruden's a good coach. I think he's a motivator. I think he's one of those that has to play on emotion. I don't think he's a great play caller. I think he gets his teams hyped.
Wait, are you telling me that Spider 2Y Banana isn't the greatest play in NFL history? Spider 2Y Banana. That's all he calls.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage. John Gruden.
Grudy.
I mean, he had that Bucks team going, didn't he? Jesus.
Well, that's because Bill Callahan sabotaged that team. If you ask Jerry Rice and Tim Brown about that Super Bowl, that's the year that what was the center's name? I can't remember. The center. Yeah, Barrett Robbins. He went down to Tijuana, got busted, couldn't make it back for the game. But Bill Callahan, go look this up. Type this up in Google. If you're Jerry Rice and Tim Brown both said he called us in and changed the entire game plan to exactly what John Gruden knew what we were going to do. Bill Callahan is a traitor.
That's the end of it.
Though?
Yeah, I mean,
Are
whatever.
you tired, boys? That's the end of it. Let's speak as we go. Good luck with your show tomorrow, gentlemen. Everybody in the chat, thank you very much.
Boys, great. I love this every time.
Headed to bed. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next Monday night right here on Sports.